ಸಂಚಾಲಕರಾದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೆ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಬೇಕು ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಇವರೇ ರವಿ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಕಳಿಸಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ JP ನಡ್ಡಾಜಿ ಅವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕರು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಶ್ರೀ ಬಸವರಾಜ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿಜಿ ಅವರೇ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಯಕರು, ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಕಟಪೂರ್ವ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ BS ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪಜಿ ಅವರೇ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ BJP ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ನಳಿನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರು ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ್ ಜೋಶಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು. ಮಾಜಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರು, ಮಾಜಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಗೌಡರವರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಮಾಜಿ ಸಚಿವರು ಹಿರಿಯ ಈಶ್ವರಪ್ಪನವರು, ಹಿರಿಯ ಸಚಿವರು ಆತ್ಮೀಯರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ R ಅಶೋಕ್ ರವರು, ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ A ನಾರಾಯಣಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರು, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಶೋಭಾ ಕರಂದ್ಲಾಜೆ, ಮಾನ್ಯ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ B ಶ್ರೀರಾಮುಲು ಅವರು, ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಯಕರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ಅರವಿಂದ್ ಲಿಂಬಾವಳಿ ಅವರು, ವಿಧಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ಚೆಲುವಾದಿ ನಾರಾಯಣಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರು, ವಿಧಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ನ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ KS ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರು ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ಭಗವಂತ್ ಖೂಬಾಜಿರವರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಬಯಸ್ತಾ, ಕೇಂದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನೇಕ ಹಿರಿಯ ಮುಖಂಡಗಳು, ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾ ಸದಸ್ಯರುಗಳು, ಸಂಸದರು, ವಿವಿಧ ವಿಭಾಗಗಳ
I want to thank all the vertical organization members for helping in the manifesto.
ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಯ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣಗಣನೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ
in moments from now
the
BJP manifesto
ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಯಕರು ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡೋರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸುದ್ದಿಗೋಷ್ಠಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು, ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಳೆದ ಕೆಲವು ತಿಂಗಳುಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇದು ನೈಜತೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿರಬೇಕು. ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ.
Pictures on your screen are from the BJP's manifesto release. These are pictures coming in from Bangalore city, the Bharatiya Janata Party headquarters there, where JP Nadda, the president of the party, flanked with the chief minister on his right and BS Yediyurappa, senior leader and former chief minister of Karnataka, on his left, are releasing the party's manifesto. What we hear from our sources is that there is going to be special attention given to women and farmers in this manifesto. Also, the war over quota for Muslims will only intensify, given that we hear that BJP is all set to scrap this. Nagarjun Dwarkanath has more details on that. Naga, we were talking about what really could be expected as far as the reservation matter is concerned. It already is a hot political potato.
ನಾವು
Well, that is true, Neha. The reservation agenda on the manifesto is what we are taking from our sources, that the Muslim reservation and the Dalit reservation that the government had recommended to the central government, the BJP says that the double engine system will implement it as soon as possible, and the central government also will include the Dalit reservation recommendation sent from the state government in the 9th schedule so that it gets the legal protection, and that is the from the Dalit challenging the BJP that give it a legal protection on like the reservation, but do not misguide people. Now in the manifesto, the likely the state has been as recommended, it will be likely to be implemented by the central government as well.
ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರಿಗೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ನಾಯಕರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 17 ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ನಾಯಕರು ಕೂಡ
Pictures are in fact from BJP's manifesto release. We'll be hearing from the national president of the party any moment now.
ನಾನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
JP Nadda is also to release the party's election manifesto in the state of Karnataka. It's the Praja Dhwani election manifesto is what we've been given to understand. A vision document of for Karnataka elections
ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ
to be released by National President of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
ಸೆಕ್ಟೋರಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದು.
What to expect in this manifesto? Focus on the issues concerning farmers and women is what we hear.
ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಿತಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
Also, the contentious issue of scrapping of Muslim quota is something that can be expected. The ruling BJP, of course, is making an attempt to retain power in the state. Also, it will be talking about its achievements, and the party is likely to focus on the welfare schemes. Also, the party's manifesto we hear possibly will focus on issues like urban planning and startup culture. Some poll promises aiming at infrastructure and traffic issues could be included, is what we are picking up. The Chief Minister, Basavaraj Bommai, has already announced the Beyond Bengaluru project, where development and urbanization would be extended to various regions apart from the state capital. Some major poll promises are also likely to be included to woo the young voters of Karnataka. The manifesto is expected to have schemes that address the unemployment issue, given that this continues to be a huge concern, not just in Karnataka but all over the country. The BJP may also come up with a scheme to counter the Congress's scheme of Yuva Nidhi, where the party offered 3,000 rupees a month to those graduated and unemployed. Sagaraj has more details on that. On the front of what can be expected for farmers, possible crop loan waivers, subsidies and loans for self-help groups are some of the things expected to surface in BJP's manifesto today. Sagar?
Absolutely. According to Karnataka Chief Minister, they have taken opinion of the experts. They have taken the opinion of a group of people in 224 constituency, and thereafter they have made this particular manifesto. And they believe that once this particular manifesto is released, their graph might increase in the days to come, and this is going to be very crucial. Remember, their opposition party, that is Karnataka Congress, have already announced 5 popular programs of their manifesto. So we need to wait and watch what kind of counters they do have. They do have better programs than them, or they do have more freebies, or they do have more attraction to the voters. So probably once the manifesto gets released, we need to wait and watch, because we learned that from the BJP sources that they might stick around with the reservation. They might stick around a lot of programs for the farmers in this particular manifesto.
All right, apart from that, the entire issue, and this has got to do with the reservation for Muslims, something that the BJP is really gone to town with, saying that this is unconstitutional. Amit Shah has said it not once but on several occasions. That something is also going to surface in their list of poll promises, and of course leading to further backlash, in fact, confrontation rather with the Congress party, because they're promising the exact opposite, isn't it? Sagai.
So you notice the Muslim group have already knocked the doors of Supreme Court. It is sub judice now. There is a interim stay on that particular issue, where they have asked government to not implement unless they hear the case. The hearing will be coming on May 9th. So they have asked Karnataka government to not implement. Even the government councils have assured the Supreme Court, saying that they will not try to implement. And talking about the politics surrounded with the reservation, this particular reservation bill was passed through a cabinet, a special cabinet, which was being called by Baswaraj Bommai government. That was the last cabinet where they have passed the reservation bill, and thereafter it was quick enough to pass as a law. But so far it has not been implemented. Probably the Baswaraj Bommai government or BJP will try to assure the people of Karnataka, saying that they will take constitutional route to go ahead and approve that particular reservation, and probably they might also announce more percentage in this particular manifesto. But remember, their vote bank is a Lingayat community, and they might go all out to impress and woo the voters of Lingayat community, and we are expecting that this kind of, the manifesto might have the kind of programs which can woo their vote bank as well as the other community members.
That's right. So again, in fact, the fact that 4% Muslim quota is something that the BJP wants to do away with, is something that's going to figure in the list of poll promises. Apart from that, this is the party, Sagai, keen on retaining power. We can expect them to talk about continuity in terms of governance and how they plan to take several of their schemes further from here on, isn't it?
Absolutely. If you notice that the opposition party, the Congress, has already started to criticize Karnataka BJP government, where Siddaramaiah has tweeted now asking them to release the report card where he has it out as BJP government, stating that out of 100%, only 90% of the promises have not been fulfilled by the BJP government. So he demands that BJP government should release a report card, what all the promises which was been fulfilled, which was been made in the 2018 elections, and there should be a report card which will be submitted where people will decide the promises made and with the kind of promises that they are going to make with the new manifesto.
Pictures on your screen are the release of the manifesto. Let's listen in.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ ಸರ್. ಅಣ್ಣ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಒಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಸರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಬಾ, ಜಾಗ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಾಂ ಬನ್ನಿ ನವೀನ್ ಬನ್ನಿ.
To be with us for the very latest as far as this entire issue of release of the manifesto is concerned. In fact, the BJP is also expected to talk about its plans as far as addressing the issue of unemployment in the state of Karnataka is concerned. Remember, the Congress has already spoken about it in its Yuva Nidhi scheme, where the party has promised to offer 3,000 a month to those who have graduated and are unemployed in the state. Also for farmers, crop loan waivers, subsidies, loans for help groups are some of the issues that BJP could be including.
Sir, light ee kade ide bani. Sir, ee kade bani sir, light ide sir. Light ide. Lighting ಮಾಡೋಣ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ದೀಪ ಲೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಲೈಟಿಂಗ್
ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ನಾಯಕರು, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂಥ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ JP ನಡ್ಡಾಜಿಯವರೇ, ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂಥ ನಳಿನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಕಟೀಲ್ ಅವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಹಿರಿಯ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ನಾಯಕರಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ BS ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪಾಜಿಯವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾಜಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾದಂಥ ಸದಾನಂದಗೌಡಜಿಯವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ ಕಮಿಟಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಶೋಭಾ ಕರಂದ್ಲಾಜೆಯವರೇ, ಅಶೋಕ್ ಅವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಸಂಚಾಲಕರಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರೇ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಯಕರೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪಾರ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವಂಥ ನನ್ನ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಕ್ಷ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ವಿತ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಆಡಳಿತ ಚುಕ್ಕಾಣಿ ಹಿಡಿದಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷ, ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಕ್ಷ ಬಹಳ ದಿಕ್ಕಸೂಚಿಯ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು, ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಆಡಳಿತವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. We believe in
about the interest of the country as well as the state, and we have to give a manifesto which should take care of both state and the country.
ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರಬಲವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಒಕ್ಕೂಟವೇ ಪ್ರಬಲ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಆಡಳಿತದ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಮೇಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಬೀರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸಿ ಪ್ರಜಾ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಪ್ರಜಾ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಫೆಸ್ಟೋ.
We have to keep in the mind of the administration system, the country and the entire state, and therefore we have kept all the interest of all the people and made this particular manifesto.
ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನರಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಪರಿಣಿತರವರೆಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಲಕ್ಷಾಂತರ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟು ಜನರ ಭಾವನೆ, ಜನರ ಧ್ವನಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿ ಇದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಜಾ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯಾಗಿ ಹೊರಹೊಮ್ಮಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆ ಇದೊಂದು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥ ದಾರಿ ಮತ್ತು ದಿಕ್ಕನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಈ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ನಡೆದಾಗ ಅದರ ತಕ್ಕ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಡಳಿತವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಕಳೆದ ಬಾರಿ 2018ರ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಪೂರ್ವದ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಕೋವಿಡನ್ನು ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸುಮಾರು 2 ವರ್ಷ ಕೋವಿಡಿನ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಕುಸಿತ, ಈ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಕೇವಲ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಕುಸಿತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಜನರ ಜೀವನ ಅಸ್ತವ್ಯಸ್ತ, ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಭಾಯಿಸುವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಮುಖ್ಯತೆಯಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅನುಭವಗಳನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೋಢೀಕರಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ರಜಾ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೃಷಿಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಒತ್ತನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕೃಷಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ. ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿರೋ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜನರ ತೊಡಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಿಸಾನ್ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ ಯೋಜನೆಯಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ರೈತ ವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಧಿವರೆಗೂ ಹಲವಾರು ಕೃಷಿ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಜೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೃಷಿಗೆ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಒತ್ತನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಶೂನ್ಯ ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಸಾಲವನ್ನು 5 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಏರಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಆವರ್ತ ನಿಧಿ 3,600ಕ್ಕೆ ಏರಿಸಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಆಪತ್ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ರೈತರ ಬೆಳೆಗಳನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮತ್ತು ಇದಲ್ಲದೆ ರೈತರ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಬೀಜ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಕೊಡಲು ಸೀಸನ್ಗಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ.
We have also made insurances for the farmers. There was several programs which was also announced in the budget.
ನಾವು 1,000 ಕೃಷಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳನ್ನು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀನು ಕೃಷಿ ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಮೇತವಾಗಿ 1,000 ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ತೆರೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ನೀರಾವರಿ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ಇವತ್ತು
we have also taken a resolution to increase the irrigation projects across the state.
ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ದೂರದೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಮಹತ್ವಾಕಾಂಕ್ಷೆಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಗ್ರೋ ಫಂಡನ್ನು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಚೈನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿಜಿಯವರು ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒತ್ತನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆಗೆ ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸಾವಯವ ಕೃಷಿಗೆ ಒತ್ತನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹೈನುಗಾರಿಕೆ, ಮೀನುಗಾರಿಕೆಗೆ
we have given more importance to agriculture programs. Even Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given enough funds and programs for several popular programs in the state of Karnataka.
ಬಡವರ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸಬ್ಕೆ ಸಾಥ್ ಸಬ್ಕಾ ವಿಕಾಸ್, ಸಬ್ಕಾ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಬ್ಕಾ ಪ್ರಯಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
We have given more importance to the development of the state, and we have always sticked around with sabka saath and sabka vikas
ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ನಗರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಮನೆ, ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ಮನೆ, ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮನೆಯದು 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಏರಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. 2 ಲಕ್ಷದಿಂದ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಇದೆ.
Already built 5 lakh houses in the urban areas and close to 10 lakhs houses in rural areas across the state.
PPL ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ 1/2 ಲೀಟರ್ ನಂದಿನಿ ಹಾಲನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಇದು 5 kg ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನು 5 kg ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಟ್ಟು 10 kg ನಾವು ಪಡಿತರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ.
Along with 5 kgs of rice, we will also be giving 5 kgs of siridhanya, that is millets.
ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು
total 10 kgs will be increased.
1/2 ಲೀಟರ್ ನಂದಿನಿ ಹಾಲನ್ನು ಪ್ರತಿ BPL ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿವಸ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇದು ಅನ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿರಿಧಾನ್ಯ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥ ಪಡಿತರ ಕಿಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕರವಾದಂಥ ಆಹಾರ ಕೊಡೋದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಅಥವಾ ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೈಪೋಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಮತೋಲನದ ಆಹಾರ ಕೊಡೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರತಿ ಮನೆಗೆ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆರೋಗ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆಯುಷ್ಮಾನ್ ಭಾರತ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಯೋಜನೆ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿ BPL ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ, ಪ್ರತಿ BPL ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಮಾ ಮೊತ್ತವನ್ನು 5 ಲಕ್ಷದಿಂದ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಆಯುಷ್ಮಾನ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದೆ, ಲಿಮಿಟು 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ದು. ಅದನ್ನು 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮೊತ್ತವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಹೀಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಗರಿಕರಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ತಪಾಸಣೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಮಿಷನ್ ಸ್ವಾಸ್ಥ್ಯ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ತಾಲೂಕುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿಮೋಥೆರಪಿ ಡಯಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಸೇವೆ ಸಿಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ತಾಲೂಕಿನಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬರುವಂಥ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿಮೋಥೆರಪಿ ಮತ್ತು ಡಯಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಒತ್ತನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. NEP ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮೊದಲನೇ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಳವಡಿಸಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. NEP ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ GSDPಯ 6ರಷ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಅನುದಾನ ಬರುವಂಥ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿವರಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕಟವಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಇದು ಜನರಿಂದ ಜನರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಜನಪರವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬರುವಂಥ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕುಟುಂಬ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯ, ಉದ್ಯೋಗ, ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ಹಲವಾರು ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕವನ್ನು ಒಂದು ವೈಬ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ $1 ಟ್ರಿಲಿಯನ್ $5 ಟ್ರಿಲಿಯನ್ $1 ಟ್ರಿಲಿಯನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾಡಬೇಕನ್ನುವಂಥ ಗುರಿಯಿಂದ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲೈಸೇಷನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು IT, BT ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವಲ್ನರಬಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್, SC, ST, ಪುವರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ವುಮನ್, ಯೂತ್, ಹೀಗೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್. 1% growth in agriculture leads to 4% growth in manufacturing and 10% in service sector. We believe in it and we have worked out this. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆ ಜನ ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, BJPಗೆ ಬೆಂಬಲವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ BJPಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಬಹುಮತದಿಂದ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸವನ್ನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ DS ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ವಿನಂತಿ. ಅವರೇ
BJP vows one nation, one law, also free food, grain and Nandini milk to the poor is what has been promised. Remember, this comes at a time when there's a huge backlash over the milk matter in the state. A uniform civil code in the manifesto is what the BJP has promised. One nation, one law in the poll manifesto. Not the first time that the BJP has promised this, but in the state of Karnataka once again, talking about one nation, one law. Free food, grain and Nandini milk is what the BJP in short it mentioned. Pledging uniform civil code in its manifesto. This is its vision document for the state of Karnataka. Sagaraj is getting us more details on that story. Sagai, a big announcement there, first of all, coming in of a uniform civil code in the state. Sagai. BJP has promised free food, grain and Nandini milk to the poor. An anti-terror wing in Karnataka police is what the BJP has promised in its manifesto, its vision document. Also, talking about the need for one nation, one law, it's underscored its intention to bring about the uniform civil code. In fact, we'll also be hearing from senior leader of the BJP and former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa in a moment from now. On your screens, he's all set to speak. Sagai Raj continues to be with us. Sagai, in fact, do tell us and give us a sense of what is being said by BSY.
JP Nadda ji avare, ಮಾನ್ಯ ನಳಿನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಕಟೀಲ್ ಅವರೇ, ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ್ ಜೋಶಿ ಅವರೇ, ಆರ್ ಅಶೋಕ್ ಅವರೇ, ಮಾನ್ಯ ಸುಧಾಕರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಶೋಭಾ ಕರಂದ್ಲಾಜೆ ಅವರೇ, ಅರವಿಂದ್ ಲಿಂಬಾವಣಿ ಅವರೇ, ಭಗವಂತ್ ಕೋಬಾ ಅವರೇ, ಚೆಲುವಾದಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರೇ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಬಹುಶಃ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ತಿಳಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಪ್ರಜಾ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಗದ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೈತರ, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರ ಸಬಲೀಕರಣವನ್ನು ಕಣ್ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಜಾ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
This particular manifesto has been released keeping the development of the country, of the state.
ಬಿಜೆಪಿ 125-130 ಸೀಟನ್ನು ಗೆದ್ದು ಸರ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು ನಿಶ್ಚಿತ. ಆ ದಿಕ್ಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ
through this manifesto we assure that BJP will around 120 to 30 seats in the Karnataka and form the government.
ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ
The workers have a great responsibility to educate the people about the kind of manifesto that the BJP has released today and help BJP to win the state.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ 125-130 ಸೀಟನ್ನು ಗೆದ್ದು ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು ನಿಶ್ಚಿತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಕವಾದಂತಹ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಪ್ರಜಾ ಪ್ರಣಾಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನ,
it is as true as the sun and moon exist in the world, likewise even the BJP will also come back to power in the state of Karnataka. This particular manifesto has been made keeping the people of all sectors, all community and all caste and religion.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
We will also try to convince the people and educate them the importance of this particular manifesto in the days to come. Thank you.
ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನ
News to be with us, Sagai. The highlights of this big announcement, of course, the Uniform Civil Code, anti-terror cell against radicalism. We expected some promises on that front, given that the BJP has been working and also has taken credit of going extremely, in fact, hard against groups like the PFI, for example.
Our beloved national president, Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji.
Absolutely. Whenever they have addressed public rallies in the state of Karnataka, they have tried to boost themselves. They are trying to put across to the people that the BJP have banned PFI, which is going to benefit the people of Karnataka.
Very senior leader and the member of the BJP National Parliamentary Board and ex-Chief Minister of Karnataka, respected B.S. Yediyurappa ji, our very dynamic Chief Minister who is leading the state, Shri Basavaraj Bommai ji, our very active and people and workers friendly President Shri Nalin Katil ji, our Minister in the central government and my colleague in the Lok Sabha, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, my senior colleague, ex-Chief Minister and an ex-Minister in the Government of India, Shri Sadanand Gowda ji, Minister in the Government of India and the Chairman of the Campaign Committee, Kumari Shobha Karandlaje ji, Shri Ashwath Narayan Swami ji, Shri Bhagwat Kuba ji, Shri K. Sudhakar ji, Arvind Limbawali ji, Narayan Swami ji, K.S. Naveen ji, senior members on the dais and the friends from the media, print media and electronic media. It is indeed a matter of great opportunity for me. A few minutes back, I got the opportunity to release the manifesto of the Bharatiya Janata Party for the ensuing elections in Karnataka. First of all, as my colleague Sudhakarji said, that this manifesto has not been formulated, drafted, or the content has not been created in any air-conditioned room. A due exercise has been done, and after a great amount of toil and perseverance by our workers who visited every nook and corner of the state, got the suggestions, and connected to the thousands of households that this content has been created, which is in the form of this manifesto. Here I would also like to remind you that when Yediyurappa ji took over and later on Mr. Bommai continued, and when the baton was handed over to him, I can say that the Bharatiya Janata Party government converted the calamity into an opportunity. The pandemic of COVID-19, the floods, all that was converted into an opportunity. And if I speak in Hindi, I'll say, आपदा को अवसर में बदलने का काम येडियुरप्पा जी और बोम्मई जी ने किया. And because of that, we can say that now Karnataka is reaching a 1 trillion economy that we have to understand. One thing more I would like to say here is about the 6 years of the Indian National Congress misrule, where the good work done by Bharatiya Janata Party was a great setback because of the reverse gear government of Siddaramaiah, which ruled the state. We should also remember that during Siddaramaiah's regime, it was the looting of the natural resources, it was letting the criminal and antisocial elements run amok, and appeasing a certain section of the society only to consolidate their vote bank and playing the politics of vote bank. When I talk about the reverse gear government, we remember 2014 to 2019, where all the good policies of Prime Minister Modi's government was brought to halt in Karnataka. And that was the black day when the Karnataka saw. Here I would like to explain in detail also, because you will say that I'm giving a very passing, sweeping statement. But it is not a passing, sweeping statement. I would like to give you and quantify my contention, which I'm saying. And when I say so, I will say tab or ab. Then and now, we have to understand the difference. And utilizing the opportunity, I would like to make it very clear that when Prime Minister Modi had asked about the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, where the people of Karnataka were to get the benefit of it, the Siddaramaiah government sent the names, and the number of the names of the Kisan and the farmer was on record 17. This is called halting the development. This is called using the brakes and becoming an obstacle between the people and the government of India for the good policies which is being pursued by Prime Minister Modi. And here I would like to also suggest you that now, when Yediyurappa ji came to the power, and later on the baton was handed over to Mr. Bommai, 15,000 crores have been spent for 54 lakh farmers, where 6,000 is being given in Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, and 4,000 is given as a top-up by Bommai government, by Yediyurappa government, and 10,000 rupees is given to 54 lakh farmers of Karnataka. This is a classic example of double-engine government. If I talk about Yashasvi scheme, which was started by my very senior leader, whom we are very proud of, Mr. Yediyurappa, that Yashasvi scheme was scrapped by Congress party. And in 2018, the insurance scheme was scrapped and it was only revived by the Bharatiya Janata Party government, and it ensured a registration of 32 lakh farmers. So we have to understand, what do we mean by double engine? We have got double engine. There is a trouble engine. We are there for development. They are for the reverse gear. We are there to give the pace to the development. They are there to put brakes to the development. That we have to understand. If I talk about the Bhagya Lakshmi Yojana, it was for a secure future of the girl child, and giving 3,000 rupees annual fixed deposit in their name. Almost 3 lakh beneficiaries, women were there, 3 lakh children were there. And when the Congress government came, that is the Siddaramaia's most anti-people government came, then the Bhagya Lakshmi scheme was reduced to 65,000. And when again Yediyurappa ji came to power and Bommai ji came to power, now I am happy to share with you that almost 3 lakh children are insured under Bhagya Lakshmi Yojana. This change has taken place. If I talk about foreign direct investment, I am happy to share with you. When I say that it's a 1 trillion economy Karnataka is reaching, I would also like to share that Karnataka is now, under the leadership of Yediyurappa ji and Bommai ji, is now where the foreign direct investment is. Karnataka is number 1 in foreign direct investment. And in Congress regime, it was 1,75,000 lakh crores, and now it is 3,21,000 lakh crores. That we have to understand. If I talk about the average irrigation budget, it was 11,600 crore during Congress regime, and now it is 21,201 crore, which is an increase of 80%. That we have to understand. If I talk about the establishment of health and wellness centers, I was the health minister at that point of time when Siddaramaiah was the chief minister. And with a lot of push by the government of India and by the support of government of India, the Congress regime could only open 548 health and wellness centers were operationalized. But under Bommai ji's regime, health and wellness centers has reached the number of 8,618. This is the pace of the government in the health sector that we have to understand. During Congress regime, there was a breakdown of law and order, and the PFI was given a free hand to terrorize people, and you will be astonished to know that Bengaluru became the second most unsafe city for women in India, and that was the time when Mr. Siddaramaiah withdrew 175 criminal cases against PFI, Popular Front of India. But when BJP came, PFI was banned, NIA was given a free hand, and 41,000 security cameras were installed across the city, enhancing women's safety. I'm giving you the statistics, the data, which says that how we are working and how we want to bring the change. When I talk about the double engine, we are delivering best without rest, and the achievements of the government of India and government of Karnataka I would like to share with you. Bommai ji started this Raita Vidya Yojana, and 725 crore worth scholarship of 11 lakh children were given to farmers' sons, landless, to the farmers, to the landless, to the laborers, to the weavers, to the fishermen, to the cab drivers, to the auto rickshaw drivers, under the scheme of Vidya Nidhi scheme, which is Vidya Nidhi Yojana. If I talk about the development, as Mr. Bommai had talked about, that the farmers are getting 10,000 per year, in which 15,000 crores is being directly transferred to the Kisan. 6,000 from the government of India, 4,000 from the government of Karnataka, which comes to 10,000 rupees per year, that we have to understand. The revolutionary changes have taken place. We have talked about the economic economic justice, and now we are talking about the social justice. It was a long pending demand, but it was under Chief Minister Bomeji that the SC got the reservations, scheduled caste got the reservation enhanced from 15% to 17%, 2% enhanced. And the ST got from 3% to 7% and 4% was enhanced. The Vokalingas reservation was enhanced by 2%. The Lingayats reservation was enhanced by 2% under the 2D category and the Vokalingas in the 2C categories. And here I would like to say, justice to all, appeasement to none. And so the unconstitutional reservation given to minorities was repealed. This we have to understand. And the double engine government delivered justice to the long pending issues. I'm talking about the long pending issues, which no government had the audacity to even touch these issues. They ignored it once for all. But when BJP government came, we tried to resolve, and the Upper Bhadra lift irrigation project, which was allocated the first installment of 5,300 crores and by the union budget. And the same way, Kalasa Banduri project, the state budget gave 1,000 crores. And if I talk about the Upper Krishna phase 3, 5,000 crores were given and were allocated. The same way, expedited the Bengaluru suburban railway pending for 40 years, for 4 decades, and 15,000 crores for it was allocated. The same way, the long pending 3,526 unrecorded Lambani Tandas and Kurba Hatis were declared as new revenue villages, and they were given the Hak Patras, which we call as the Haku Patras, and 1,75,000 beneficiaries have benefited out of it. This I'm talking how the long standing demands have been meted out, that I'm sharing with you. The same way, the 5,000 crore rupees were given to KKRDB in the state budget in this year 2023-24 for formed Kittur Kannada Development Authority. And after Modi government introduced the National Education Policy in 2020, I would like to share with you that the Karnataka government and the Education Department in implementing the National Education Policy is number 1. That we have to understand. The same way, 1 IIT, 4 medical colleges, 7 medical universities, and 2 triple ITs have also been established in the state of Karnataka. If I talk about the Arogyakara Karnataka, the best state in the country by establishing 8,618 health and wellness centers. 270 sanctioned Namma clinics have started functioning, including 108 in the Bengaluru itself. If I talk about, which Bomeji also talked about, is about the 1,38,000 Ayushman Bharat Arogya Karnataka have been issued. Here you see the Ayushman Bharat and the Arogya Karnataka, both together have taken care of the common man, that we have to understand, and 37 lakh poor people have availed this facility. If I talk about the super specialty, you will be astonished to note that the super specialty hospital in Kumta, multi-specialty hospital in Sirsi, 8 super specialty blocks costing 150 crore in Karnataka, Institute of Medical Sciences, Hubli, and critical care blocks in Kolar, in Bagalkot, in Yadgiri, in Gadak, in Chikmagaluru, Ramnagra, Vijayanagara, and Doda Balapura have been established, that we have to understand. If I talk about the Karnataka, which attracted 3.21 lakh as I said, in the FDI, foreign direct investment. I would like to share with you how things work and how governments work. It was in 2008 that the Shimoga Airport, the foundation stone was laid. And in 2013, when Sitaramaiah came, it was full brakes were applied. From 2013 to 2019, not even one brick was put in Shimoga Airport. And in 2019 to 2023, only in a short span of 4 years, Shimoga Airport was dedicated to the people of Karnataka. That we have to understand. If I talk about the airports, certainly I would like to share with you that the Kalaburgi airport is operational, and now 6 airports are being constructed. The same way, Tumkuru, Chitradurga, Davangere railway line, Bagalkot, Kudachi and Gadagwadi railway line are expedited. Historic increase in railway budget has been 9 times. That we have to again understand the development part has taken place. The Vande Bharat train, which started in South India from Mysuru, Bangalore to Chennai, is again a very classical example of the development of modern India and the connectivity which we are certainly going to witness, which we have certainly witnessed. We have also, I would like to share here, that we have talked about infrastructure, we have talked about health, we have talked about education, we have talked about social justice, we have talked about economic development, but here we have also taken care of historic steps to protect and revive the glorious culture of Karnataka and the Kannadigas. And for that, Anti-Cow Slaughter Act was passed in 2021. Anti-conversion law was passed in 2022. Undertaking comprehensive development of Anjanadri Hill, which is the birthplace of Anjaneya Swami, Sri Anjaneya Swami, 100 crore has been allocated for it. And the Anubhav Mantapa, 612 crores for the honor of the Sri Basveshwara, and again undertaking the construction of the majestic Rama Mandira at Ramnagara. All this shows how we have tried to revive the historic culture of Karnataka and the pride of the Kannadigas that we have taken care. Now, introducing the manifesto, coming to the manifesto, you'll say that I've gone a long way, only to give you the background. What does the seriousness of a manifesto means? Why I've elaborated and elucidated all these points in detail? Because you should understand that how governments work, who are the people behind putting the brakes in the development of Karnataka, who are the people who have who shed their crocodile tears, and the reality is something different. Who are the people who are anti-Karnataka and Kannadiga? That we have to understand. And that is why I elucidated with facts and with data in front of you. But when I introduce this manifesto, which is, as we call it, as the Praja ya BJP ya Praja Pranalike, which means it is a people's manifesto. And when I say that it is Pranalike, the people's manifesto, it is built on the solid foundation of development. It is a manifestation of the double engine government, how the double engine government works. This manifesto is futuristic and is a vision document which fulfills the Prime Minister Modi ji's vision of Viksit Bharat, developed India. And the same way, it also shows the prosperity and the Naya Karnataka during the Amrit Kal in the next 25 years. So this is the foundation which we have taken care in this manifesto. Here I would also like to share with you that the manifesto is different from the Congress, which talks about guarantees, which has an outdated warranty. Where everything, they talk about guarantee which has got an outdated warranty. They have never given anything. They have only talked about it. But when we say we mean it and it is the manifesto, which is forward-looking document. It contains a realistic, achievable promise which will fulfill the aspirations of Karnataka's youth, farmer, women, weavers, middle class, SC, ST communities, and also all sections of the society will be taken care. Our manifesto is centered around 6 themes. And these 6 themes are 6A. Number 1 is Anna, which means food security. Number 2 is Akshara, which means quality education. Arogya, which means affordable and accessible health care. Adaya, which means assured income support. And Abhaya, social justice for all. And Abhiruddhi means development, prosperity for all. Under these 6 themes, our manifesto is centered around. And through this vision document, we have tried to restore the prosperity of Karnataka and the glory days of the Vijayanagara Empire. That is what we want. And for that, it is the foundation which we are, through this manifesto, we are keeping, and we are trying to see that in next 25 years, how do we go forward. And when I say so, I would also like to say that it is a double engine Sarkara, where both the engines, and I will not say only double engine, it is a powerful engine also that we have to understand. We have got double engine, we have got powerful engine, there you had a trouble engine, and there you had a reverse gear engine. That you have to understand. And only applying brakes was there. When I talk about the Anna, the food security, we will provide, as Bomai Saab said, that we will be providing 3 free cooking gas cylinders to all BPL families annually, 1 each during the months of Yugadi, during Ganesh Chaturthi and Deepavali. The same way, we will set up an Atal Ahar Kendra in every ward of every municipal corporation in the state to provide affordable, quality and healthy food across the state. We will launch the scheme called Poshana, the scheme through which every BPL household will be provided with a half a liter Nandini milk every day and 5 kg of Sri Anna, which is the Sri Dhanya, along with 5 kg of rice will be provided to all BPL families in the monthly ration kit. The same way, if I talk about Abhaya, the social justice for all, we will implement uniform civil code in Karnataka based on the recommendations given by a high-level committee which is to constitute for this purpose. We will also launch the Sarvarigu Suru Yojana, under which Revenue Department will identify and distribute 10 lakh housing sites across the state to all the siteless, homeless beneficiaries. We will also launch the Onake Obava Samajik Nyaya Nidhi, a scheme through which we will provide a matching grant, a deposit of 10,000 on 5-year fixed deposit made under the scheme for women of SC and ST households. Under this scheme of social justice, we will improve the ease of living of the apartment residents in Bengaluru and elsewhere by constituting a Karnataka Residents Welfare Consultative Committee to reform the Karnataka Apartment Ownership Act of 1972 and to modernize the grievance redressal mechanism. If I talk about the Akshara, the third main pillar and the theme, which is the quality education, we will introduce Vishweshwaraya Vidya Yojana, under which state government will partner with individuals and with institutions for holistic upgradation of the government schools and to make them top class standards. We will launch a Samanvaya scheme which will, in collaboration with SMEs and ITIs, and generate dynamic ecosystem of education and employment for all talented young professionals. We will provide a career support to all aspirational youth for providing financial incentives for students to pursue their coaching in IAS, in KS, in banking and in government jobs. As far as the Arogya is concerned, which we call as the affordable and accessible healthcare, we will strengthen the public healthcare infrastructure through Mission Swasthya Karnataka by establishing one Namma clinic equipped with diagnostic facilities in every ward of municipal corporation. Additionally, we will provide a free and annual master health checkup for senior citizens. For Vriddhi, prosperity and development for all, we will establish SCR, State Capital Region in Bengaluru, encompassing the comprehensive city development strategy, cohesive transportation networks, and cutting-edge digital integration. Transform Karnataka into a premier hub. Electric vehicles will be given their full support, and by setting up charging stations supporting 1,000 startups, we will be supporting 1,000 startups for converting and also converting BMTC buses into fully electric buses and creating EV city outside the Bengaluru. We will set up 30,000 crore for K Agriculture Fund to establish micro cold storage facilities, agro processing units in all Gram Panchayats, undertake modernization and digitization of APMCs, accelerate farm mechanization, establish 5 new agro-industry clusters and 3 new food processing parks supported by 1,000 strong FPOs. As far as the Adaya is concerned, assured income support, we will allocate 1,500 crore to develop Kalyan Circuit, Banwasi Circuit, Parshurama Circuit, Kaveri Circuit, and Gangapura Corridor to transform Karnataka into India's most favored tourist destination. We will also broaden the scope of the production-linked incentive scheme by incorporating a comprehensive plan that encompasses logistics, industrial clusters, connectivity, and export facilities, generating 10 lakh manufacturing jobs beyond Bengaluru, outside Bengaluru. I'm not talking about Bangalore, but outside in the rural areas that we are going to do. We'll see to it that Karnataka's rich culture and the land of culture is fully enriched and supported by the government schemes. Friends, these are the 6 themes under which we have tried to see to it that all schemes are taken and undertaken and developed. I would also like to share with you that we will be undertaking the Jan Sevaks program, where we will be appointing 10 youths across 5,000 Gram Panchayats, 5 youth at every ward in corporations, in youth for every ward in city municipal corporations, and in municipalities for effective implementation of state and central scheme programs. That is what we are going to do. So friends, I have tried to be comprehensive, and under the 6 themes, I have tried to see to it what we will do for the income generation, what we will do for social justice, what we will do for education, what we will do for health, and what we will do for the common man to come forward and to empower the common man and the women. That we have tried to share with you. The manifesto's details are there. Later on, You will go through it, and your questions we'll take. Thank you very much for giving me a patient hearing.
All right, a couple of big announcements that have been made as far as the BJP's manifesto is concerned, and we are listing them out for you. Uniform Civil Code in the state of Karnataka, special focus on the generation of employment. They have spoken about NRC and illegal immigrants deportation. This in fact continues to be one of the core themes that the BJP has always been focusing in when it comes to elections. Also, support that is being announced for the agricultural sector and push for the startup culture in the state of Karnataka. JP Nadda also, in fact, listed out the achievements of the previous government and how the Congress government in the past did not work towards improving the infrastructure, and there was a lot of delay. They've also spoken about the fact that they are going to be ensuring homes for the homeless, is what they have promised, pretty much along the same lines of what was promised by the BJP in the central election manifesto as well. Fixed deposit scheme for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. These are some highlights of the promises that have been made by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Uniform Civil Code is what really has been promised by the BJP for the state of Karnataka. They've released the Praja Dhwani 2023 Manifesto, in which they've listed out their achievements and also made several promises. Free cooking gas cylinders, also Atal Ahara Kendra, Poshne scheme, through which the BJP proposes to help every BPL household. Half a litre of Nandini milk and 5 kg of Shri Anna promised by the party. With that, it's time for a quick commercial break. We're getting you much more news in just a minute.
You are watching India Today.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 25 and minimum 20 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 25 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 32 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 21 degrees. Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 25 and minimum 20 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 25 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 32 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 21 degrees.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 25 and minimum 20 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 25 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 32 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 21 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 25 and minimum 20 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 25 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 32 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 21 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching in
A very good afternoon. You're watching India Today. I'm Nabila Jamal. I'm right here, Ground Zero, very iconic spot, airlines, where you have a bunch of people who've come here to give their opinions. I'm going to try and get some voices. But before that, I'm going to take you through the biggest updates coming in from Karnataka. Let me take you through the headlines first. Prime Minister Modi tears into the Congress on Gali politics, says the Congress has no work but to abuse him, raises the Congress's list of 91 Galis, asserts Lotus will bloom nonetheless.
We will be providing 3 free cooking gas cylinders to all BPL families annually, 1 each during the months of Yugadi, during Ganesh Chaturthi and Deepavali.
All right, that was the BJP's pledge for a uniform civil code. Now, Priyanka Gandhi, on the other hand, crying Prime Minister's crying jibe at Modi, says, cry PM. Posters emerge across Karnataka saying, cry PM, pay CM, trending now on Twitter. Now, religious conversion face-off erupts in Tamil Nadu. Stalin government calls anti-conversion plea motivated. Stalin sees red after stop conversion plea. In fact, says act of missionaries legal. And dangal over Kejriwal's khas house escalates. Delhi LG counters AAP splurge charge. LG alleges AAP trying to shield Kejriwal. Aam Aadmi Party says the matter is out of LG's jurisdiction. All right, now Hindus in Australia hold a protest rally on the streets of Melbourne against increasing incidents of Hindu hate in the country. These protest rallies roll out on the streets of Melbourne.
Co-presented by Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist. Powered by Jaguar. Discover the magic of smart lights.
All right, I'm right now at the very iconic Airlines Hotel. This is where politicians here largely come by to get a quick fix of coffee and some breakfast. This is a place which has been for close to 100 years, I could say, of Bengaluru, very iconic spot where all the sharp minds come here right at the start of the day for discussions, be it politics or anything else. As I'm right here in Ground Zero, I'm going to take you through all the political rhetoric and the narrative that's now playing out in the latest. Here's the big news coming in as we see political Nataka now stoops to its newest low. We see Gali politics now taking center stage, the Kharge family. In fact, after Kharge's Mallikarjun Kharge's jibe on poisonous snake remark on Prime Minister Modi, his son now, Priyank Kharge, calls Prime Minister Modi as Nalayak Beta. BJP hits back, calling the Gandhi Vadra family as Nalayak instead. Here's the lowest of low political rhetoric now playing out 12 days ahead of elections in Karnataka. Let's have a look.
ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನೀವು ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗಾಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಬಂಜಾರ ಸಮಾಜದವರಿಗೆ आप सब लोग डरिए मत बंजारा का एक बेटा दिल्ली में बैठा है अंता ऐसा नालायक बेटा तो कैसा होता भाई घर कैसे चलेगा हाँ मत ನಾವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ ಯಾರದೇ ಮಗ ನಾಲಾಯಕರು ಇದ್ರು ಮನೆ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವರು ಬಂಜಾರ ಸಮಾಜದ ಏಕ್ ಬೇಟಾ ಹೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಸರ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊಂದಲ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಬಂಜಾರ ಸಮಾಜದವರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ
प्रियंका खरगे कहा कि मोदी जी को नालायक को है वो जो वाड्रा गांधी जो फैमिली है वही भारत के नालायक फैमिली है
जो कि इस बार जिसमें इमीडिएट कुछ स्टेप्स भी होंगे और लॉन्ग टर्म स्टेप्स भी होंगे। ये 30 सरकारी डिपार्टमेंट्स के साथ बैठ के ये समर एक्शन प्लान बनाया गया, जिसमें ये सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे। इसमें एनवायरनमेंट डिपार्टमेंट है, डीपीसीसी है, डेवलपमेंट डिपार्टमेंट है, दिल्ली कैंटोन बोर्ड है, सीपीडब्ल्यूडी है, डीडीए है, दिल्ली ट्रैफिक पुलिस है, डीटीसी है, रेवेन्यू डिपार्टमेंट है, डीएसआईडीसी है, एजुकेशन है, डीएमआरसी, पीडब्ल्यूडी, ट्रांसपोर्ट, एनएचएआई, दिल्ली जल बोर्ड, एमसीडी, एनडीएमसी, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा। ये सब डिपार्टमेंट्स ने मिलकर ये प्लान बनाया है। इसके 14 मुख्य पॉइंट्स हैं। पहला है कि डस्ट पोल्यूशन सबसे ज़्यादा इस दौरान समर्स के अंदर देखा गया है, तो इसमें हमने लगभग 84 मैकेनिकल रोड स्वीपिंग मशीनें लगाई जा रही हैं ताकि सड़कों की स्वीपिंग मशीनों से कराई जा सके, और 609 पानी के स्प्रिंकलर लगाए जा रहे हैं। इसके अलावा 185 मोबाइल एंटी स्मोक गन भी लगाई जा रही हैं। ये तो वो हैं जो अभी हमारे पास हैं। इस बार बहुत बड़े स्केल पे हम लोग 70 इंटीग्रेटेड मैकेनिकल रोड स्वीपिंग मशीन्स हम लोग प्रोक्योर कर रहे हैं, खरीद रहे हैं, और 250 इंटीग्रेटेड वाटर स्प्रिंकलर मशीनें खरीद रहे हैं। इससे पूरी दिल्ली की खासकर जितनी भी पीडब्ल्यूडी की सड़कें हैं वो सारी की सारी मैकेनिकल स्वीपिंग होनी चालू हो जाएगी। जितनी छोटी सड़कें हैं नगर निगम की, उसके ऊपर पानी का छिड़काव शुरू हो जाएगा। हफ्ते में 1 दिन 2 दिन पानी का छिड़काव हुआ करेगा। इससे मिट्टी जो है वो सेटल हो जाएगी, मिट्टी उड़ना बंद हो जाएगी। इसके अलावा पूरी दिल्ली में दोपहर के टाइम 225 और रात के टाइम 159 पेट्रोलिंग टीम्स लगाई जा रही हैं, जो देखेंगी कि कोई ऐसे सोर्सेस तो नहीं है जहां से मिट्टी उड़ रही है। मिट्टी उड़ने के उनको रोकने की कोशिश करेंगे। 13 आइडेंटिफाइड हॉटस्पॉट्स हैं, वहां पे हम रियल टाइम अपोर्शनमेंट स्टडी जो है उसके जरिए हम उन 13 स्पॉट्स पे आइडेंटिफाई करने की कोशिश करेंगे कि वहां कौन से ऐसे सोर्सेज हैं जिनकी वजह से मिट्टी उड़ रही है। एक नया रूल बनाया गया कि 500 स्क्वायर मीटर से ज्यादा क्या जहां भी कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट्स हैं उनको अपने आप को रजिस्टर करना पड़ेगा, और उसके ऊपर हम क्लोज नजर रखेंगे कि वहां से तो मिट्टी नहीं उड़ रही। तो अभी तक 750 ऐसे साइट्स ने रजिस्टर करवाया है और उनके ऊपर सरकार नजर रखे हुए है। इसके अलावा जितना ओपन बर्निंग है, खुले में कूड़ा जलाने की जो प्रथा है, इसको रोकने के लिए 220 पेट्रोलिंग टीम्स बनाई गई है और रात को 176 पेट्रोलिंग टीम्स बनाई गई है। और लैंडफिल पे फायर कंट्रोल करने के लिए एक एसओपी तैयार किया गया है, जिसको लागू करवाया जाएगा ताकि लैंडफिल के ऊपर आग ना लग सके। इंडस्ट्रियल पोल्यूशन, वो आप लोग जानते हैं कि जितनी भी इंडस्ट्रियल रजिस्टर्ड यूनिट्स है उसमें पीएनजी यूज हो रहा है, लेकिन इंडस्ट्रियल एरियाज के अंदर अवैध रूप से कचरा डंप किया जाता है। उसको रोकने के लिए डीपीसीसी और डीएसआईडीसी की 33 टीम्स बनाई गई हैं जो कि यहाँ पे इसको रोकने की कोशिश करेंगी। इसके अलावा इंडस्ट्रियल वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट के लिए पूरी योजना तैयार की जा रही है कि उनका कलेक्शन और इनका डिस्पोजल जो है वो साइंटिफिक रूप से किया जा सके। सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, अब एमसीडी में भी आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार है, एमसीडी के साथ मिलके दिल्ली के पूरे सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट को ठीक करने की प्रक्रिया तैयार की जा रही है। रियल टाइम अपोर्शनमेंट स्टडी जो है वो आप लोग जानते हैं कि उसकी मदद से हम एग्जैक्ट लोकेशंस पता करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। मोबाइल एयर लैब जो है वो हम जो 13 हॉटस्पॉट्स हैं वहाँ एक हॉटस्पॉट पे मोबाइल एयर लैब ले जाएंगे और वहाँ का डेटा इकट्ठा करके 15 मई को दिल्ली सचिवालय के अंदर एक मीटिंग होगी, सारे डेटा को स्टडी करके एग्जैक्ट लोकेशंस आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए। इस साल ग्रीन कवर बढ़ाने के लिए 52 लाख पौधे लगाने का टारगेट है, जिसमें 42 लाख पौधे समर के दौरान ही लगाए जाएंगे और इनमें से 4 लाख पौधे जो हैं वो फ्री में बांटे जाएंगे लोगों को। ट्री ट्रांसप्लांटेशन पॉलिसी जो है वो काफी सक्सेसफुल है। उसमें
All right, that was Arvind Kejriwal there addressing a press. I'm going to cut across to all the news coming in from Karnataka to revisit the story that we were on. Priyank Kharge now, after Mallikarjun Kharge takes a jibe on Prime Minister Modi, referring him to a poisonous snake. You have Priyank Kharge to say that Prime Minister Modi, almost calling Prime Minister Modi as Nalayak Beta. Here's what he said while the BJP hits back, saying it's the Gandhi Vadra family that's truly Nalayak.
ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನೀವು ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗಾಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ? ಬಂಜಾರ ಸಮಾಜದವರಿಗೆ आप सब लोग डरिए मत, बंजारा का एक बेटा दिल्ली में बैठा है अंता। ऐसा नालायक बेटा बेटा तो कैसा होता भाई, घर कैसे चलेगा? हाँ, मत ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರದೇ ಮಗ ನಾಲಾಯಕರು ಇದ್ರು ಮನೆ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇವರು ಬಂಜಾರ ಸಮಾಜದ ಏಕ್ ಬೇಟಾ ಹೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊಂದಲ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಬಂಜಾರ ಸಮಾಜದವರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ?
प्रियंका खरगे कहा है कि मोदी जी को नालायक को है। वो जो वाड्रा गांधी जो फैमिली है वही भारत के नालायक फैमिली है।
ಮತ್ತು ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ತಪ್ಪು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ, ಮೋದಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವಿಷದ ಹಾವಿದ್ದಂಗೆ. ನೀವಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ವಿಷ ಅದ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ನೆಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿರಿ, ನೆಕ್ಕರು ಸತ್ತ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು ವಿಷ ಅದಾನೋ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಮೋದಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಣ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಮಂತ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡೋಣ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮಲಗೇ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲೇ.
All right, let me quickly cut across to Shibi Mol, who's joining us live for more on that. Shibi, tell us a little more on this ugly political rhetoric that's now coming down ahead of Karnataka elections. About 10 days, where on the 1st of May, in barely 9 days, Karnataka will go to vote. What exactly has Priyanka Karge said that has led to an infuriated BJP?
Well, exactly, Nabila. As we're just 10 days, exactly 10 days away from Karnataka elections, we've seen in the past different ways, the campaigning and everything going into different directions. Now, right now, the focus is on Gali politics, it seems like, because it, of course, started with AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge referring to Prime Minister as a venomous snake. Followed, we saw Prime Minister replying to it when he was in the state in the last 2 days, 29th and 30th. He was in Karnataka attending various campaigns and rallying, conducting road shows for various candidates, where he replied that 91 times they've abused me, they've insulted me. This is the trait of the Congress party, is what Prime Minister said. We saw the Congress again replying back to it with Priyanka Gandhi yesterday tearing down into Prime Minister, saying that she compared him to the previous Prime Minister, specifically Rajiv Gandhi as well as Indira Gandhi, saying that they've sacrificed their lives for this country. And then we have one Prime Minister who's not able to take a Gali or anything. The office of Prime Minister is making a list of the Gali. Is not about the people's problems. So that's how this Prime Minister is behaving. He's crying, is what Priyanka Gandhi as well as the Congress had gone on to say. We saw this today. We saw in the last 2 days that what's trending in Karnataka, the Cry PM and the Pay CM, which was something launched by the Congress earlier against Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai. Now again we are seeing Priyanka Kharge, Mallikarjun Kharge's son and Congress leader, calling Prime Minister Nalayak. Now that's again the BJP has picked up, replying to the Congress, saying that if there's a Nalayak family, it's the Gandhi Vadra family. So it's this give and take policy. Right, it's more like
we heard that. This is precisely what we would expect from both political parties ahead of elections, and that's what we see playing out and not sparing. It appears that the Congress has now built this narrative into almost mocking the Prime Minister on every platform that they are appearing. And that's what our next story is all about, with this Gali politics that's now taking steam in Karnataka. After Priyanka Gandhi took a jibe at Prime Minister Modi, now we see Cry CM poster emerging across Karnataka. Cry PM and Pay CM. This is, one must remember that there were posters earlier that showed Basavaraj Bommai's image on a poster that said Pay CM, basically to refer that Chief Minister Bommai is corrupt. And now, after Prime Minister Modi pointed out that 91 times the Congress has abused him, Priyanka Gandhi, in a very heated retort, has said that this is the Prime Minister's nature to cry over the abuses instead of focusing on public issues. So now we see what's trending across the country on social media platforms is the Congress's narrative, where they say cry PM and pay CM. Priyanka Gandhi on Sunday in Belagavi, in fact, claimed that Modi was the first Prime Minister to cry in front of people. She's even suggested that Prime Minister learn from Rahul Gandhi, who she claims is ready to take a bullet for the sake of the country. Priyanka's sharp attack comes after Modi in Kolar slammed the grand old party for calling him a poisonous snake. He's asserted that each time the Congress has abused him, it has only gotten, in fact, Congress itself has been demolished. There's really nothing that the Congress has gained by abusing him.
चुनाव में कांग्रेस का सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा सांप है, सांप। सांप के जहर का है। मेरी तुलना ये लोग सांप से कर रहे हैं और जनता से वोट मांग रहे हैं।
मैंने पहला ऐसा प्रधानमंत्री देखा है बहनों और भाइयों, पहला देखा है जो आपके सामने आकर रोता है कि मुझे गाली लग रही है, मुझे गाली दे रहे हैं। आपके दुख सुनने के बजाय अपना दुखड़ा आपको सुनाते हैं।
Congress is crying. Regularly PM is coming to Karnataka. That's what they are crying. So yesterday also in the speech Modi ji told, whatever you can false statement, I don't care. I care my people of India, and I done development for. I will future thing is development. That is the statement of Mr. Modi ji.
They started with 40% commission, then they started PCM. All are flop show. Now they started cry PM. It is not cry PM, it is cry Congress. Because when PM is entered Karnataka, it has become a tsunami now. Seeing all this, they are crying.
All right, now let me quickly cut across to a big day for the BJP today, considering that they've rolled out their manifesto. In fact, the BJP is the last party in Karnataka after the Congress that released it first and the JDS, and now the BJP has released its manifesto called Praja Dhwani, basically the voice of the public. This is what their manifesto is called, and it's been released just 9 days before assembly elections. BJP makes 16 main poll promises, including free 5-kilo rice, 1 litre Nandini milk daily for BPL families, and 3 free cooking gas cylinders annually for all BPL card holders. In fact, the biggest point here that we see the BJP pointing out that they are going to introduce Uniform Civil Code and the NRC if they come to power in the state of Karnataka. Now, it also plans to set up, to provide 10 lakh housing sites to homeless across the state. BJP plans to designate Bengaluru as a state capital region to develop the city for the next generation. It plans to make Karnataka into a premier hub for electric vehicles as well. And also 1,500 crores to boost tourism is what the BJP plans in the state of Karnataka. This is something that was awaited. I'm going to quickly cut across a few voices here from Bengaluru who have been very keenly watching the manifesto and the points come out that's given out by the BJP. But before I go to them, I'm going to cut across to JP Nadda and the BJP biggies, what they said as they released their manifesto.
We will be providing 3 free cooking gas cylinders to all BPL families annually, 1 each during the months of Ugadi, during Ganesh Chaturthi and Deepavali. The same way, we will set up an Atal Ahar Kendra in every ward of every municipal corporation in the state. The manifesto is different from the Congress, which talks about guarantees, which has an outdated warranty. Where everything, they talk about guarantee which has got an outdated warranty. They have never given anything. They have only talked about it. One thing more I would like to say here is about the 6 years of the Indian National Congress misrule, where the good work done by Bharatiya Janata Party was a great setback because of the reverse gear government of Siddaramaiah, which ruled the state. We should also remember that during Siddaramaiah's regime, it was the looting of the natural resources, it was letting the criminal and antisocial elements run amok, and appeasing a certain section of the society only to consolidate their vote bank and playing the politics of vote bank.
It has got all the ingredients of economic growth,
social equality, and it has got a lot of scope for the futuristic thinking for the Karnataka.
All right, I'm going to quickly cut across to Rajdeep Sardesai speaking to BJP's biggie, BS Yediyurappa exclusive. Let's have a listen.
Lingayat community people, why I resigned? Because to give opportunity to
So you have not been sidelined?
Not at all, not at all.
You are fully involved in the election campaign?
Yeah, you know very well, from last 2 months, day and night, I am touring in the state. And the next, up to election also, I will go around and I will see that we will get minimum 130 to 140 seats, and we are going to form the government.
What is your number? 130 to 140?
130 to 140 seats we are going to win.
Because many of the polls are giving the edge to the Congress party at the moment.
My dear friend.
Because BJP has never got a majority in Karnataka on its own.
That is old days. But because of so many pro-people programs and so many things, that program, Narendra Modi has given sufficient funds to our state. So many development works have happened. On that basis, I am telling you, on touring the state, I know the pulse of the people.
So one last question. Number of your followers or those who are once close to you have left the party. Lingayat leaders have left. The likes of Jagdish Shettar.
Told number of times answered for that. Jagdish Shettar or somebody else, that question does not arise. They left the party, and I don't think they got any future in any.
Is the BJP united?
101%.
Okay.
All right, there you have it. The biggest man in the BJP here in Karnataka is sure that the BJP will sweep Karnataka. They're a united house and they are fighting on their manifesto. Their manifesto has been released. A lot of points that are quite interesting to see, including the Uniform Civil Code and NRC that the BJP has promised to implement, apart from a lot of freebies rolled out, but for BPL families. I'm going to cut across to Sneha Murdani right from the studio to break it down for us. What are the takeaways in the BJP manifesto? Over to you, Sneha.
Thank you so much for that, Nabila. And we'll just get our viewers up to speed with what really the BJP has promised today. What does its poll promise look like? The focus areas, issues this year is going to be, in fact, on 2024 elections as well. Also, the other takeaway is that national promises like the Uniform Civil Code and the NRC is something that the BJP is looking at and has found mention in the manifesto. Nandini promised over this controversy. Remember, Nandini versus Amul for BPL families. That again is something that has been promised. Also, an anti-terror cell amid the polarization Nataka is something that the BJP has promised as well. Remember, they've spoken about the fact that they were the ones who went after the Popular Front of India, for example. The other takeaway, Muslim quota purge in Karnataka. It's unconstitutional, is what the BJP's position always has been. Promise of Bengaluru transformation as an EV hub. This is something that the BJP is looking at, and they have focused on urbanization as well, and that's where this promise really comes from. Back to you, Nabila.
All right, Sneha, thank you very much. I'm going to quickly cut across to all the Congress faces now. DK Shivkumar, what does he think of the BJP's manifesto? Let's cut across. Sagai Raj, bringing him exclusive.
PCC President Mr. DK Shivkumar. Sir, BJP has released a manifesto today, sir. How do you see this?
I think it is, they have completely failed. There is no strength in it. They said that they will ban freebie. Why 3 gas cylinders per year? We have given 2,000 rupees every month to see that their gas and all the price rise problem will be sorted out.
But Prime Minister Amit Shah, JP Nadda, everybody criticized Congress saying that it is a Revdi culture of giving freebies. But they themselves have announced freebies and they claim that it is empowering, not a freebie.
We have given strength to every common man. If they do, they are saints. If we do, they look at it in a different way. I think BJP in its manifesto and its promise in its administration has completely failed.
The freebies, sir, how do you see this freebies which has been announced? Sir.
That was DK Shivkumar there speaking about the Congress's manifesto, the BJP's manifesto, the Congress, we should know, has been receiving a lot of flack for providing freebies. This is what the BJP has been accusing the Congress of, giving freebies, 2,000 rupees to women of every household. Does not just belong to BPL families, also 3,000 rupees to graduates, free public transport for women. So questions being asked by the BJP on where is the Congress getting that kind of money. While I said I'm at Airlines, one of the most iconic cafes here, almost a century old, I have with me a few voices from Bengaluru. BJP's manifesto, you've just seen it rolled out. A couple of promises including Uniform Civil Code, NRC, and also very strategically have announced freebies, but specifically to BPL families, basically below poverty line, only those who need it. How would you look at it?
Right. I don't think the BJP manifesto has thrown any curveball to those who follow the BJP's politics. I think one pillar is definitely a form of soft communalism, which we can call it through the...
In the sense of what? Through the NRC and Uniform Civil Code promise, that's their pitch to their Hindutva vote bank?
Yeah, I would say that the core voter base of BJP would look for things like that. And the second pillar of their manifesto is what we can probably call a caste-blind, religion-blind social justice for the below poverty line communities in the form of freebies, whether it's food, whether it's gas cylinders, whether it's the pitch for healthcare. So I think the BJP have stuck to their guns. They know what's worked for them in the past, and they're sticking to that even now in the Karnataka elections, and probably their voter...
But I do have a take here on the Uniform Civil Code for sure, because it's not just about appealing to the Hindutva vote bank. It's also, for that matter, to do with ease of living and ease of just transaction, even for the minority families or those from other communities as well. If you have one law governing all communities, it's just going to be easier. This is the BJP's approach.
Yeah, a form of legal equality is what they pitch it as, and to a large extent it is that. But also we can't take away from the fact that sort of privileges allotted to certain communities, a large part of their voter base don't like that. And so this is also a way of trying to show that, all right, we're taking away some of the privileges of other communities that may not, you may not like. So it's a win-win for BJP in both ways.
You know what we also see very interestingly, that the BJP has taken on the Nandini issue in their manifesto. This is what our viewers should note, the Nandini and Amul controversy that snowballed, which I'll come to you on that. Nandini milk free 1 litre every day to BPL card holders. So this is interesting, do you believe?
Coffee should not be political. So
apologies, Prahlad Joshi going live with my colleague Himanshu Mishra. I'm going to quickly cut across.
दूध देने की बात है, तो कहीं ना कहीं उसी कल्चर पे आप भी जा रहे हैं, जो कल्चर आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस करती है।
नहीं जी, हमने बीपीएल को ये जो हमारा सिर्फ श्री अन्न और उसके साथ ही साथ हमारा 5 किलो राइस जो है हम देने का वादा किया है. इट इज नॉट फ्री, इट इज एम्पावरिंग बोथ किसान एंड एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ द कॉमन पीपल, कॉमन मैन हु इज नीड. एंड दिस इज नॉट लाइक कांग्रेस पार्टी विच इज अनाउंसिंग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्री टू एवरीबडी. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट.
लेकिन आपने कहा कि आप अटल आहार योजना के तहत थाली देंगे हर वार्ड में, म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन में. कांग्रेस कह रही है कि इंदिरा थाली जब चलती थी आपने बंद कर दिया.
नहीं, हमने बंद नहीं कर दिया, अभी तो चल रहा है. उसका और स्ट्रेंथन करके हम इसको अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी के नाम पर चलाएंगे, इतना ही कहा.
सर, यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड को लेकर आप कह रहे हैं कि प्रस्ताव लेके आएंगे जब कैबिनेट आएगी, तो कहीं ना कहीं भारतीय जनता पार्टी का जो एजेंडा है यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड के लिए, वो आपको लगता है पूरा हो रहा है? क्योंकि उत्तराखंड, उसके बाद जो है अब यहाँ अन्य प्रदेशों में जहाँ जहाँ सरकारें बन रही हैं वहाँ इसी तरीके से यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड के लिए आप रिकमेंडेशन करें?
नहीं, वो तो अभी हम कमेटी रचाएंगे और कहाँ ईच स्टेट में कैसे इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना वो देखेंगे. कमेटी तो रचाने दो, कमेटी तो हो रहा है और कमेटी उसका रिकमेंडेशन भी करेंगे, क्या कैसे करना है और क्या करना है रिकमेंडेशन देंगे, कैसे करना है ये भी रिकमेंडेशन देंगे.
मुस्लिम आरक्षण को लेकर आपने साफ कर दिया कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट में मामला है, भले ही कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन जो आपने मुस्लिम आरक्षण 4% यहाँ समाप्त किया है, उसके बावजूद आप 2% लिंगायत में और वोका लिग्गा को आप आरक्षण भी देंगे और साथ ही साथ कुर्बा और अन्य जातियों को जो है आप उसको SC में लेके आ रहे हैं.
नहीं, हम तो हमारा जो कमिटमेंट है, हमने जब इसका इम्प्लीमेंट करने का घोषणा की है व्हाटएवर हम जो कुछ भी हमारा कमिटमेंट है वो कमिटमेंट हम ऑनर करेंगे।
जातिगत राजनीति नहीं करते आप?
जातिगत नहीं है जी, जातिगत कांग्रेस पार्टी कर रहे हैं, धर्म आधार।
All right, India Today getting you all the exclusive voices as the BJP releases its manifesto. Rajdeep Sardesai with MP Shobha Karandlaje live. Listen in.
पार्लियामेंट तय करेगा, ये कर्नाटक में कैसे तय होगा?
नो, कर्नाटक में अभी तो कैसे असम ने किया है वैसे ही करना है। एनआरसी इधर भी यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड का विचार में चर्चा करने के लिए जरूर एक कमेटी बनाएंगे। एक कमेटी का आधार पर शादी में एक ही तरह का होना चाहिए। शादी में एक कानून मुसलमान के लिए एक कानून हिंदू के लिए नहीं चलता है, इसीलिए शादी में एक कानून होना चाहिए, डाइवोर्स में एक कानून होना चाहिए, इनहेरिटेंस में एक कानून होना चाहिए। इसके लिए ये सब मिला के हम एक कमेटी बनाने वाले हैं और जरूर हम इसके बारे में चर्चा करेंगे। ये कर्नाटक का कर चर्चा पूरा देश में होना चाहिए।
लेकिन शोभा जी, ये 4 साल तो आपकी सरकार थी, आप ये कमेटी पहले भी बना सकते थे। अब जब चुनाव आते हैं तब बीजेपी कहती है यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड पर हम कमेटी बनाएंगे, तो लोग पूछेंगे ना ये केवल चुनाव के लिए कर रहे हैं, आप लोग सीरियस नहीं है इस मामले पर?
नो, आप देखिए अगले 5 साल में कर्नाटक में क्या हो जाएगा। ये चुनाव का मुद्दा नहीं है, ये हमारा दिल का मुद्दा है, हमारा तो सोच है। हमारा सोच जैसे हम चलेंगे जरूर आने वाले 5 साल में इसको जरूर करेंगे एंड पूरा देश में इसको फैलाएंगे हम।
आप कह रहे हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी देश भर में यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड का कानून लानी चाहती है, क्योंकि आप एमपी हैं, तो ये आपकी सरकार है, 300 एमपीज हैं आपके पास पार्लियामेंट में, आप पार्लियामेंट में क्यों नहीं लाती हैं?
ना, कर्नाटक एक तो पहला स्टेट है, इधर हम लागू करने का, इसका कमेटी बनाने का, इसका बारे में चर्चा करने का, इसका बारे में हम चर्चा में भाग लेने का, सब भाग लेने का एक अवसर जरूर देंगे एंड इसको बारे में देश में भी आने वाले दिन में चर्चा करेंगे।
ये बात हुई है, बहुत स्कीम्स आपने महिलाओं के लिए अनाउंस की हैं कि आप महिलाओं के लिए फ्री ट्रैवल देंगी, अन्य बेनिफिट्स देंगी, लेकिन जब टिकट आते हैं बहुत कम महिलाओं को टिकट दिए। आप इतने कम सीट दिए हैं बीजेपी ने महिलाओं के लिए, तो फिर महिलाओं को एम्पावर करने की बात कैसे करेंगे आप? आपके 10% भी आपके कैंडिडेट जो है वो महिला नहीं है।
तो महिला के बारे में हम सोच रहे हैं, महिला भी स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए एंड राजनीति में आना चाहिए एंड मेरे जैसा महिला पुरुष के सामने खड़ा होकर हम जीते हैं, ऐसा महिला को हम ग्रूम करना है। ये सब पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का दायित्व है, सबको पॉलिटिक्स में आगे लेके आना। अभी तो जिला पंचायत कॉरपोरेशन में ज्यादा महिला आ रहे हैं, आने वाले दिन में इसको भी नष्ट करने के लिए हम जरूर सोचेंगे।
एक आखिरी सवाल, ये काफी चर्चा में है जिस तरह से प्रधानमंत्री और विपक्ष के बीच में, कांग्रेस के बीच में जो राजनीति हो रही है। आज ये कहा जा रहा है, प्रियंका खरगे ने कहा है कि प्रधानमंत्री एक नालायक प्रधानमंत्री। किस तरह से देखती है आप कि इस तरह के जब शब्द यूज होते हैं?
कांग्रेस का अध्यक्ष बोलते हैं जरियाला शाम एंड आज प्रियंका खरगे ने इसका बेटे बोलते हैं नालायक प्रधानमंत्री। कांग्रेस में चुनाव लड़ने के लिए मुद्दा नहीं है, ये केवल प्रधानमंत्री के ऊपर आरोप लगाते हैं। प्रधानमंत्री जी का प्रवास 2 दिन से हो रहे हैं, इसलिए कांग्रेस छट पड़ रही है, इसको डर लगा है। वो तो कर्नाटका आज से निकलेगा, कर्नाटक में पूरा वो तो हालत खराब हो जाएगा, कांग्रेस ऐसा सोच रहे हैं, इसीलिए ऐसा बयान दे रहे हैं। एंड प्रधानमंत्री जी का बारे में वो पूरा विश्व अभी मानते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी को। कर्नाटक का लोग इतना प्यार दिया 2 दिन में, तो हम ही पागल हो गए, ये क्या हो रहा है कर्नाटक में। ऐसा एक माहौल बना है कर्नाटक में, इसीलिए इसको पूरा का पूरा वो तो गलत मैसेज देने के लिए प्रियंका खरगे ऐसा बोल रहे हैं।
थैंक यू वेरी मच मैम।
All right, this is politics now playing out in full throttle. I'm going to cut across to a guest I have with me right here on the manifesto. A quick take on the manifesto. BJP has tried to address and touch upon several points, including that of Nandini milk. Nandini free milk will be given to BPL families 1 litre every day.
Yeah, we saw that, and I just finished my coffee. So yeah, milk should be for everyone because everybody likes coffee in Karnataka and Bangalore. But yeah, we did skim through the manifesto. I live and work in Bangalore, so the point related to electronic vehicles and traffic congestion in Bangalore was something which I liked, and I would like to appreciate them for that if they really do that, because Bangalore definitely need something separate out of Karnataka on the management part.
And they're making Bangalore something like an NCR region. Could you explain to that? What does that really mean for Bengaluru?
I've not gone through it, but yeah, if it's like a separate jurisdiction which will give a better lawmaking abilities, civic abilities, things like that.
And a concentration of tax spending. Basically, whatever tax comes within this area of territory will be spent extensively on the development of that territory. So Bengaluru, if it is identified as that, as a special territory with special status, then awesome. We're going to look at huge development. But I can't even imagine what can possibly be done with the drain system and the roads that are so congested. Is there a possibility to flex Bangalore looking at the influx of population?
No, that's what. You have to make other twin cities, right? You have to make Hubli, Dharwad equally, you have to move the population there. You have to develop other nearby cities, like how we did it.
There seems to be no reference of that in the manifesto.
Yeah, that's something missing, because that's how you will decongest Bangalore. That's missing.
Apart from that, what about freebies to BPL families? This is BJP who mocked the Congress for giving freebies encompassing the population. 2,000 rupees for all women across Karnataka, 3,000 rupees to all graduates across Karnataka. So BJP questioning Congress on where is the money to do something like that. But the same BJP has now concentrated it to BPL families. Do you think that's a fairly positive strategy?
No, as a citizen, as a taxpayer, I believe in women empowerment more than giving freebies, and freebie politics is not which will develop us organically. So I personally did not like that point.
Like which point?
The freebies, a very...
Even to BPL families?
Yeah, you do something else to empower them. And on a case-by-case basis, you have loans easily available from them for medical reasons, for agriculture. But a blanket 2,000 rupees per month will not organically develop them.
This is the Congress's pitch. This is the Congress's pitch. 2,000 rupees for women, 3,000 rupees for graduates. BJP concentrating that kind of benefit, but only to BPL families.
So this sort of political strategy in a manifesto, I think, bodes well for people who are looking for those sorts of amenities for basic living, because we see that a large percentage of the population is suffering from inflation, especially the ones who are below the poverty line. So they might look at this as some sort of relief from their daily woes, but if it rolls around only during election time, then we might need to look at some sort of structural adjustment.
Have you noticed of any manifesto being fully lived up to the T? Have they always been delivered, manifestos? JDS has, by the way, promised free scooties to all graduate girls.
Free scooties?
Yeah, free scooties to graduate girls, JDS.
That will just, we need to see how that will add up to the traffic problem in Bangalore.
Oh man. Okay.
Cycle would have been better, right? How they did in Bihar, if you see. They gave cycles to everybody who passed PUC 2. But okay, I will not question that, but yeah, freebie politics, I personally do not like.
Do not agree. But a quick word on when you say inflation, gases, free gas cylinders given to BPL families a year. Does that help? Will that?
Definitely that will help, because it will help them run the house, but it would, again, I'm coming back, instead generate employment, right? So that's my take on that.
Anything to do with generation of employment. Somehow we don't, 1,500 crores given for tourism. How do you think that's going to generate employment and push the Karnataka state's prospects?
Yeah, that will definitely put Karnataka in the front runner for all those things. So I am a bit positive about that part. I see those heavy industries coming out here, especially if you go northern side of the Bangalore, right? So I am positive about that.
About tourism?
Yeah, tourism is actually one of the sectors where India can stand to do a lot better, and if Karnataka can pave a way for empowering the tourism sector, it'll be a great opportunity for a lot of us to gain some employment.
All right, thank you so much, both of you. Well, those are voices from Bengaluru. Now I'm going to cut across to Rajdeep Sardesai, speaking to the man himself, Basuraj Bommai, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, in an all-exclusive conversation to India Today, 9 days ahead of elections. What's the mood and his pulse? Listen in.
The manifesto that you put out has a number of freebies, or what's your critics will describe as freebies. For example, you're giving three free gas cylinders, you're promising free rice, you're promising free milk, you're promising free bus travel. Is this not freebie culture which you've attacked of the Congress party?
Lot of difference.
What's the difference?
See, what, for example, half liter of milk, it is the part of the nutritious food to be given on Poshan Abhiyan, where there is a huge malnutrition in the society. We want a healthy society, especially in vulnerable class, especially in BPL class. We want to, see, earlier in government of Karnataka, we were giving them eggs. So is it a freebie? So giving nutritious food to the poor people, I don't think it's a freebie. It is a necessity.
So how do you distinguish what you have done from what the Congress party has done? Because that is the critical question. Because when they provided the guarantees, the first attack was that this is freebies. The Prime Minister no less said that. So how is what you say different when you say, is this a recognition that people are malnourished, that there is rising prices, that's why you have to provide them safety net of gas cylinder?
You are putting questions in many ways.
Yes.
I am very categorically telling, we are giving the additionality in the food for fighting the malnutrition. And as far as cylinders are concerned, see, first of all, it was Narendra Modi who brought in cylinders to the rural areas and poor sections. Otherwise, there is no cylinders in villages, only in...
Through Ujjwala.
Through Ujjwala. And it was subsidized to start off with. So, any subsidy, anything, it has got a life cycle. However, we felt, and it was left to the state, so we felt that this subsidy should continue for a little more time so that the income of that family will not be really hurt. And there is economics in this. That's why we given this.
But you're the party in power. Could you not have given these benefits while in government? It happens at election time, so the opposition will say that this is a government desperate now to come back to power, therefore throwing these freebies at the voter.
No, it's not the right way to look. We have given a lot of help during our government time. See, all the help can't be given in one government period. Do you agree with that? See, we have given scholarship for farmers, workers, and all those things. There were certain schemes during our time, and now these schemes have come. So we have got our 5 years. We have got our resources. Based on the resources and need of that time, we have given, and this is what we are promising next 5 years.
So you're saying this is need-based. Yeah. The question therefore arises that, in a way, is this a recognition that malnourishment is a problem in Karnataka, that rising prices are a problem, that people are hurting, especially in the post-COVID times?
See, you always take negative, Rajdeep. Malnutrition is there throughout India. Throughout India. And it is there in certain sections of the society. And we have got malnutrition cases in the hospitals. Therefore, we want to avoid all those things, and we are trying to help these people. See, we are giving eggs. So what for we should give it? We are giving midday meal. What for we are giving midday meal? And this is there for such a long time. So we are adding milk to that so that, see, there are two types of malnutrition. One is medium and severe. So we want to see that medium is totally removed and severe is also come to this thing. And it is a continuous process, and we are fighting malnutrition, and Karnataka has been very successful in reducing it. This will add.
All right, now cutting across to BJP President JP Nadda, who really sent out a huge statement by visiting Praveen Nittaru's home in coastal Karnataka, where the same BJP worker was hacked to death by some of the PFI workers. These are allegations, and after that, the BJP itself has now built a huge house for Praveen Nittaru's family, almost making alive the dreams of Praveen Nittaru, who really wanted to build a house for his family. So the BJP has stood by their Karyakarta. The BJP chief, JP Nadda, there interacted with the family members, visited the newly constructed home for the family by the BJP. And after that meeting, BJP chief said that Praveen Nittaru's death won't go a waste and that justice shall prevail for him and his family members. He's condemned the PFI, the SDPI for Nittaru's murder. In fact, JP Nadda went on to say that BJP shall always support slain workers and their family members. Praveen Nittaru, a Zilla BJP Yuva Morcha committee member, was hacked to death in front of his broiler shop in Bellare by 3 bike-borne people suspected to be PFI. All 6 of them have been arrested. Investigation is underway, charge sheeted. And now we see the BJP really supporting the family in all ways possible, visiting the house of Praveen Nittaru 9 days before elections in Karnataka.
जिस तरीके से एसडीपीआई ने और पीएफआई के लोगों ने ये दर्दनाक और जो एक बहुत ही निंदनीय घटना उन्होंने की, वो सदा निंदा के पात्र हैं। हमारी सरकार ने पीएफआई पर और एसडीपीआई पर बैन लगाया। साथ ही साथ जो कातिल थे, जिन्होंने ये नृशंस हत्या की प्रवीण निटारू की, उनके खिलाफ मुकदमे भी दर्ज हुए। जिन लोगों ने भी और जो इस मानसिकता से काम कर रहे हैं, उनके खिलाफ हमारी जंग, हमारी लड़ाई निर्णायक मोड़ तक लड़ी जाएगी और प्रवीण को न्याय दिलाया जाएगा। और प्रवीण के साथ, उनके परिवार के साथ पार्टी और वर्तमान में बोमई सरकार पूरी की तो पूरी खड़ी रहे।
All right, that was JP Nadda at Praveen Nittaru's home. But here's a quick look. Praveen Nittaru's family members who spoke exclusively to me. India Today was the only channel when the house was inaugurated and there was a housewarming ceremony where we saw Nalin Kumar Katil and all the big BJP leaders just about a few days ago. Praveen Nittaru's family broke down while speaking to me, remembering him, saying a house will not replace him. But surely this is a dream come alive of Praveen Nittaru. Let's have a listen. Mother and father are here. Sir, ಹೇಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಮಾತಾಡ ಕಣ ಪ್ರವೀಣನ ಕೊಳೆ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಜುಲೈ 27 ತಾರೀಕು ತಾನು ಕೊಳೆ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ 15 ಕಡೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಾರಿ ಕಣ್ಣನೇ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ದು ಅಂತುಳ್ಳು ಅವನಾಗ ಏತಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ ಕಣ್ಣನೇ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲ ಕಣ್ಣ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮನಸ್ಸ ಬೇನೆ ಬೇಜಾರದಲ್ಲ ಬೋಪುಜಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇಂಕಡೆ ಒಂಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲು ಕಟ್ಟದ ಒಂಜಿ ಕೊರ್ಪುನ ಒಂಜಿ ಭಾವನೆ ಅಳಿಜನ ಮಲ್ತೋಯ್ತು 2 ವರ್ಷ ಕರೀತಾತು ಉಪ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲ ಒಂಜಿ ದೆಟ್ಟು ತೀರೋಡು ಕುಲ್ಪೋಡು ಪಂಡಿತ ಆಳಿತ ಮಲ್ತೋಯ್ತು ನಾನು ಐಕ್ಕು ತುಂಬ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ದುಂಬೆ ಮಾತಾ ಒಂಜಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಐದು ಆಯೇ ಬಣ್ಣ ಪಾತ್ರೆನು ದೇವತೆ ಕೇನಿಯರಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೊಂಡ ತಾನ ಕೃಷಿ ಮತ್ತಿನ ದಿವ್ಯರ ಬತ್ತನಾಗು ತೀರತ್ತಾಗಲೇ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಭಾರಿ ಬೇಜಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲೇ ಬಾಯಿ ಬಣ್ಣ ಪಾತ್ರೆನು ಪೂರೇನ ಕಟ್ಟ ಪಂಡೆ ಆಗಲೇ ಬೇಜಾರಾತು ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ಭಾರಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ.
ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಈಗ ಅವ್ರ ಮಗನ ಮೇಲೆ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಸಮಾಧಾನನೇ ಮಂಡೆ ವೆಚ್ಚ ಹೋಗುಜಿ ಮಗನ ನೆನಪಾಯ್ತು, ಮಗ ನೆನಪಾಯ್ತು.
ನೆನಪಾಯ್ತಾ?
ಅಳ್ಬೇಡಿ. ನನ್ನ ಬಾಲ್ಯದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರವೀಣೆ ಉಳ್ಳೆ ನಂಗೆ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಇಲ್ಲು ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಂಡೆ ಬೆಚ್ಚ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಗನ ನೆನಪಾಪು ನಿಂಕು ಎಂಕಲೆಗ ಬಾರಿ ಕೊಂಡಾಡದ ಬಾಳೆಹಣ್ಣ ಒಂಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲು ಕಟ್ದು ಕೊರಿಯರ ಬಾರಿ ಸೋಕದ ಇಲ್ಲು ಕಟ್ದು ಕೊರಿಯರ ಪ್ರವೀಣ ಇಲ್ಲು ಸೋಕ್ ಕಟ್ಟೋಡು ಅಪ್ಪಮ್ಮನ ಬೊಲ್ಲು ತಗೊಂಡು ಇಪ್ಪೋಡು ಅಂತ ಬಾರಿ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ ಇತ್ತಲಾಗೆ അതിനെങ്കിലാണ് ഇപ്പത്തൊക്കെ എൻ്റെ ഒരു ഫണ്ട കട്ടത്ത് കൊരിയത്.
ಹೋದರಂತ ಕಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿಡುವ ನಾವು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅವರನ್ನು ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದವರನ್ನು ಯಾವ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಿಡಬಾರದು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ವಯಸ್ಸು
The police must not by no means let go of the murderers who have killed Praveen Nittaru. They must be punished and have that the most severe punishment to be given. He must not be allowed outside jail.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರು ಬಂದು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದು ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಇದೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವುದು. ಅವರನ್ನು ಯಾವ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಿಡಬಾರದು.
The parents really appealing and requesting to the police not to let go of the murderers who've been arrested. By no means. In fact, they say that they should get the strictest of punishment. All right, there you have it. Family members of Praveen Nitaru spoke exclusively to India today. In fact, this is the BJP at this point really trying to tap into every nerve, every pulse of their Karakatas on ground. Prime Minister Modi's campaign has happened in full swing. Just 2 days ago, he was here in Bengaluru where he pulled off the first rally, bringing in almost literally pulling in a huge sea of supporters and crowds. This is Prime Minister Modi's magic, where he manages to somehow increase BJP's vote share when he arrives. Whatever the problems within the BJP and the fictions and fissures, it appears that the Prime Minister, when Modi himself arrives here, it's almost like a band-aid to them and pushes their prospects by at least 2 to 3% rise in their vote share. This is what is expected, Prime Minister Modi to turn around or wave a magic wand for the BJP, who doesn't seem like is right now on a stable footing right here in Karnataka. But with your manifesto release and all that we played out to you here, it appears that the BJP now going strong into their campaign 9 days ahead of elections in Karnataka. We're going to bring you all the updates from ground. This is me, Nabila Jamal, signing off for India Today with camera person Prashant. Thank you for watching.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 25 and minimum 20 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 25 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 32 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 21 degrees.
We have some news just coming in, and we're going straight to these pictures coming in from Delhi's Jantar Mantar, where Congress leader Navjot Singh Sidhu has arrived to meet with the wrestlers even as the star enters day 9. Pictures of Navjot Singh Sidhu with the wrestlers on your screen right now. Several political leaders have in fact from the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party have reached out to these wrestlers who are sitting on a dharna. Nitin Srivastav is the very latest. In fact, Navjot Singh Sidhu there joining the list of Congress leaders who are expressing solidarity with these wrestlers there.
Well, of course, after Priyanka Gandhi, after
Harish Rawat now, Navjot Singh Sidhu is here. I would like to ask my cameraman to show you because it's heavily raining here at Jantar Mantar right now, but protest is still on. As you can see in the pictures, all supporters are here, athletes are here, wrestlers are here who are supporting and demanding justice. But interestingly, Navjot Singh Sidhu has not spoken anything right now, but we are expecting that he is soon going to speak to the media and to also say that what exactly he is thinking about this protest. So he is here to extend his support to the wrestlers, but as of now it's heavily raining, and as you can see in the pictures, people are taking pictures with Sidhu. Harish Rawat has spoken that our support is with the wrestlers and we are here to fight against Brijbhushan Saran Singh. So all politicians are turning up at Jantar Mantar, not just politicians but also some of the former cricketers, athletes are also supporting wrestlers.
Right. Nitin, I'm going to thank you for the moment for that quick update that Nitin got us from Ground Zero at Delhi's Jantar Mantar, where wrestlers star has entered the 9th day now. That brings us to the end of this edition. My colleague Pooja with the very latest in just a bit.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 25 and minimum 20 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 25 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 32 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 21 degrees.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mode.
Across live, this is Karnataka in Tumkuru, where Home Minister Amit Shah presently is. Remember, it's the big political Monday. We're talking about the big wigs of all parties, and the BJP wants to ensure that despite being in the government this time, it will not take its possible return with granted, and it wants to ensure that all its big guns, whether it's Home Minister Amit Shah or its Brahmastra, as they call it, Prime Minister Modi, will be in Karnataka. That's Home Minister Amit Shah. And look at the number of supporters. That's clearly a show of strength that the Bharatiya Janata Party is indulging in. This is Tumkuru in Karnataka. Let's dip in to what is being said. The top angle view from right behind the Home Minister for you to understand also the number of supporters. And it's interesting to see that the Home Minister himself is trying to streamline how the crowd is, because it's massive in number. He's waving and then he's also referring to some to clear the route. This, remember, is saffronization of at least Tumkuru for today. But whether the voters will want BJP to return in Karnataka this time as well on the 13th of May when the results are announced, on the ground right now, tracking every update coming in from this rally is my colleague Shibimol KG. Shibimol, I definitely see a lot of people. These are hundreds, if not thousands. What does it really mean with Tumkuru becoming the focus for the BJP today?
Well, exactly, Pooja. In fact, Tumkuru is the focus today. Home Minister Amit Shah will starting today's rally programs from Guppi in Tumkuru, followed by two other different constituencies in Tumkuru, and in the end, he will end today's campaign programs in Shivmoga. But here, of course, this is one seat the BJP is focusing a lot, because this in the last two terms has been with the JDS, and the current MLA from the constituency shifted party from JDS to the Congress. So this is one seat the BJP is really hopeful. They are hopeful that with star campaigners like Amit Shah coming into the picture, they will be able to, attract more votes from this constituency to the BJP. Of course, we know today was a big day for the party. They released their manifesto, and the people here are also hopeful that with the manifesto and the offers made by the BJP, the party will come back to power on 13th. I'll get some voices from the ground as to what are their expectations. आपको क्या लगता है बीजेपी वापस आएगी पावर में?
क्वेश्चन केळे आंसर ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ.
आपको क्या लगता है बीजेपी?
हेलो भारत माता के, नरेंद्र मोदी जी के, अमित शाह के, दिलीप कुमार के.
बीजेपी ವಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರಾ? ಭರವಸೆ ಇದೆ?
100% ಗುಬ್ಬಿ ತಾಲೂಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸತಿ ಜಯಬೇರಿ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. 20,000 ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಗೆಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ. ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಅದೇ ಇರೋದು. 100% ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಗೆಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ. ಹಲೋ ಭಾರತ್ ಮಾತಾ ಕೆ, ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅದೇ ಗೆಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಗೆಲ್ಲಬೇಕು.
Okay, so the emotion here is, of course, the BJP will come back to power 100%, and it's cheering for their local candidate also. The candidate for the BJP from here, Dilip Kumar, who also we spoke to in the morning, who said that with Home Minister Amit Shah coming here, taking out a 1-kilometer rally, he's sure that will attract more votes, because of course the BJP in the state is looking forward to their star campaigners. That includes Prime Minister as well as Home Minister Amit Shah especially.
All right, that's Shibimol KG. She's telling us about what the people have to say. And remember, irrespective of course, the language differences there, they're making it very clear that they are cheering for Narendra Modi, for Amit Shah, for the local candidates as well. Just to give you a background, from Tumkur city for the BJP, it is GB Jyoti Ganesh, and Tumkur rural is B Suresh Gowda. Both are very important candidates, and Tumkur remains an important seat for the Bharatiya Janata Party. From the Congress party, they have fielded Iqbal Ahmed from Tumkur city, and also GH Shanmukappa Yadav from the Congress party. But it's not just about Tumkuru. Remember, it's 224 seats that the BJP, the Congress and the JDS are aiming at. Look at the number there on your screens right now, with the supporters also this time coming in. And it's Home Minister Amit Shah, expectedly a big leader, coming all the way from Delhi. And this is not his first visit, of course. He's been constantly coming to Karnataka in different areas. Remember, earlier he was with Basavaraj Bomai, when also Kicha Sudeep, the actor, was there. So they have the real political star campaigners and the real star campaigners as well that the BJP has been able to bring in. And after Kicha Sudeep, it was also actor Darshan campaigning for the BJP. So they're trying, of course, as the political party, different strategies to try and reach out to the masses. And they, of course, have the government already that they had been for 5 years, that people can now decide if they want the BJP to return to government or will they choose for the Congress party. But it's interesting to and important to mention here that when Home Minister Amit Shah is coming repeatedly and regularly, and so is Prime Minister Narendra Modi, this only shows that the BJP wants to have its tallest leaders. They don't want to take it for granted that because they've been in government, they'll automatically return as well. Shibimol, if you can hear me, I understand there's a lot of commotion around you. Go ahead. What can you show to us? Go ahead.
Well, Pooja, what you see is a lot of people who have come here. In fact, the program was scheduled at 10:30, but it started right now. But people in the last 3 years waiting patiently in this heat to see Amit Shah as well as be a part of this campaign, because they are cheering for their local candidate Dilip Kumar, who they're very sure that will win this constituency. Is what we are understanding. People, throwing flowers and welcoming Home Minister. In fact, he came and he, arranged the people. He's asked them to walk in order and all of that. So we see that involvement here with Home Minister. This is a 1 kilometer roadshow which will end at the government hospital here, after which he will be traveling to other constituencies in Tumkuru district and will end at Shimoga today. But you can see there's raising slogans, about Prime Minister, and also interestingly about Yediyurappa here, who is the tallest leader for the BJP in the state. So the love and the support for Yediyurappa is also visible here, because all the slogans raised are for him. So that's right now what we're seeing here in Tumkuru's Gubbi constituency, Pooja.
All right, Shibimol, a lot of non-stop cheering for their netas, a lot of energy there behind you. And Shibimol, you also stay safe. Political rallies are not easy to report as well, because there are a massive crowd there. So, and our colleague is right there in the midst of all that action, in the midst of all this crowd, to help you understand what is the mood on the ground. It's not just about a visual coming in from Home Minister Amit Shah's vehicle, but on the ground, what is the mood like? And we can see with hundreds of supporters from the BJP cheering for their neta, posters, banners, all of that right now in Tumkuru. All right, so we are staying with these visuals and waiting if the Home Minister will say something. Remember, today is the 1st of May. Karnataka is bracing for elections on the 10th of May, so barely 10 days to go. 13th May is the result date. That is when we will know if the BJP returns to government, or will it be a hung assembly? Will they need support of other parties, or will it be the Congress party springing a surprise to be able to now come to government? This is the southern state. That is very crucial for both the BJP and for the Congress party. Congress is barely through in other states in the country. It will want to have the southern state of Karnataka in government, and also for the BJP, Karnataka is the southern state. They can hope to make inroads further, and that is why they will want to ensure all their election machinery has been put into place. Shibimol, if you can continue to hear me, so what, are we expecting any address by Home Minister Amit Shah? We can already see that he's also, apart from waving, is trying to streamline the crowd also.
Well, absolutely, Pooja. In fact, Home Minister came, and in fact, he was the one who, arranged the people and asked them to walk in right order. So that was the involvement with which he started this roadshow. In fact, he has 3 more roadshows scheduled for today, out of which in one we are expecting him to speak because it's a very important day. A lot of things going on in the Karnataka political picture today. After the BJP released its manifesto, the Congress accusing them of freebies and all of that, and of course the Congress, Priyanka Kharge making that statement of calling Prime Minister nalaik. So a lot of issues going on. So it will be interesting to see and know what
will it be possible for you to speak to some people only if it's safe and all right with you? If you can speak to some of these supporters of the party, go ahead.
Well, absolutely, Pooja. We'll get some voices from the ground. Sir, BJP win ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರಾ
BJP win.
You?
ಕನ್ನಡ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬರ್ತತೆ ಸತಿ 4 ಸತಿಯಿಂದ ಇವರು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ 4 ಸತಿಯಿಂದಲೂ ವಾಸು ಏನು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಸಾರಿ ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕಾಣಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿನೇ ಬೇಕು
ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬೇಕು
ನಮಗೆ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕೆಲಸ ವಾಸನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬೇಕು
ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬೇಕು ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಬೇಕು ಮೋದಿಜಿ ಬೇಕು ಮೋದಿಜಿ ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ಗೆ
Yes, that's the mood. They're saying that they need BJP itself. They need Prime Minister Narendra Modi's, support and backing for the state. And of course, they want the BJP candidate in this constituency, Dilip Kumar, to win, is what they're saying. In fact, this will be a very interesting contest because the current incumbent MLA, is from the JDS, but he's shifted party to the Congress and will be contesting on a Congress ticket. So it's a very interesting contest to watch from this particular seat. I'll get more voices, sir.
Go ahead.
ಈ ಬಾರಿ ವಿಜಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಅತ್ಯಧಿಕ ಮತಗಳಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿ ಎಸ್.ಟಿ. ದಿಲೀಪ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ವಿಜಯ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ವಿನ್ ಗುಬ್ಬಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಿಯಪ್ಪ
ಯಾಕೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬೇಡವಂತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ
ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ವಿರೋಧಿ ಮತಗಳು ಒಡೆದೋಗಿದಾವೆ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮುದಾಯಗಳ ಮತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಈ ಬಾರಿ ವಿನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಸ್ಸಂಶಯವಾಗಿ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ವಿನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ
So they're saying that the BJP will come to power with the support of all the communities. They're 100% sure that BJP will come back to power with the support of all the communities is what he was saying. It's 100% sure. There's no confusion. We're just waiting for May 13th and it's a sure victory for the BJP is what the supporters are here saying. The energy is really high here on the ground because they've been waiting for so long, close to 3 hours they've been waiting, but still no drop in energy, absolute energy right from the moment they saw Home Minister Amit Shah. In fact, we're almost nearing to the closing of the road show. A lot of, specific art forms from Karnataka here to welcome Home Minister also. We can see a lot of drums and music also playing around, but it's the spirit of the workers, the party workers on ground. That's
Go ahead, Shibimol, if you can possibly get us a visual of all the dhol and the drums that are being played, if it's somewhere around you, near you, because I can clearly hear it from around. So if you can possibly go to some of those color that also is being brought in to this rally. Remember, Tumkuru it comprises of 8 legislative assembly constituencies. It is very crucial because it has as much BJP that has won, but it's also JDS that's pretty strong in Tumkuru. So it's not a constituency that the BJP can take lightly. BC Nagesh, remember, one of the ministers in the government of Karnataka, is also from Tiptur. He's an MLA. He was also the education minister. So this is where, yes, parts BJP is strong, but it's also where JDS and not even Congress party has got a lot of votes. Over to you, Shibimol. So we're expecting that the roadshow will come to an end in just the next few minutes. How has been the sentiment on the ground? What do you see around you? Do you see that it's a mixed bag that it appears for JDS, BJP, or do you see somewhere that the wave is tilting towards the BJP?
Well, Pooja, it's a little difficult question to answer because when we go to certain constituency, we see that clear way for the BJP, but in some places we see mixed reactions. So it's something very difficult to predict. But of course, one thing for sure, the star campaigners, of course, working very well for the BJP. Yesterday, I was in Mysore where Prime Minister Narendra Modi took out a 4 to 5 kilometer road show, which was attended by a lot of people. They used a brilliant strategy of creating a replica of the Dussehra celebrations in Mysore to welcome Prime Minister. In fact, a lot of people, especially older women and children, had gathered there to see Prime Minister. So that Modi magic was working very well in the Mysore district, which again...
Stay on with me, Shibimol. Stay on with me because Shibimol is in Tumkuru, where the Home Minister Amit Shah is. And right, as you can see on your screens as well, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi is speaking.
ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು ಒಬ್ಬರು ಮಠಾಧೀಶರು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರ 30% ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ
यहाँ पुलिस सब इंस्पेक्टर स्कैम हुआ, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर स्कैम हुआ, असिस्टेंट इंजीनियर स्कैम हुआ, कोऑपरेटिव बैंक स्कैम हुआ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ
ಪೊಲೀಸ್
ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ,
ಕೋಆಪರೇಟಿವ್
ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
और बीजेपी के एमएलए ने स्वयं कहा, मीडिया को कहा कि कर्नाटक में सीएम की कुर्सी 2500 करोड़ के लिए बिकती है.
ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯ ಎಂಎಲ್ಎನೇ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ 2500 ಕೋಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವರು ಅಂತ.
तो प्रधानमंत्री को ये चीजें मालूम है, ये छुपी नहीं है.
ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ.
अगर कर्नाटक के हर बच्चे को ये मालूम है तो हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री को भी ये मालूम होगा.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರತಿ ಮಗುಗೂ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಈ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲೇಬೇಕು.
तो मेरा सवाल नरेंद्र मोदी जी से यह है कि पिछले 3 सालों में जब आपको मालूम था कि कर्नाटक में 40% चोरी हो रही है तो आपने क्या किया?
ನಾನು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕಳೆದ 3 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ?
आपने चोरी को रोकने की कोशिश की?
ನೀವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಲೂಟಿಯನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸುವಂತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ?
आपने भ्रष्टाचारियों को पकड़ने की कोशिश की?
ನೀವು ಈ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟರನ್ನ ಹಿಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ?
आपने एक कदम नहीं उठाया,
ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಇಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ.
क्यों नहीं उठाया?
ಯಾಕೆ ಇಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ?
और अगर आप आज आते हो, कर्नाटक की जनता से वोट मांगने आते हो,
ನೀವು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಜನರನ್ನ ವೋಟ್ ಕೇಳಕ್ ಬರೋದೇ ಆದ್ರೆ
तो आपको यह समझाना चाहिए कि जब कर्नाटक की जनता से 3 साल के लिए 40% चोरी किया जा रहा था तो हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री ने क्या एक्शन लिया, क्या डिसीजन लिया, रोकने की कैसे कोशिश की, यह बताना चाहिए.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಜನರನ್ನು ವೋಟ್ ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಈ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಕಳೆದ 3 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು 40% ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರವನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು.
अब मैंने आपको कहा कि सरकार का काम जनता को
There's a reason that Rahul Gandhi is quiet right now. As we can hear in the background, the azan prayers can be heard, and that's one of the reasons that many politicians, and specifically during election time, while they are addressing these rallies, go quiet for about a minute or two. He's also asking the audience to stay silent. So that's the reason that while he was speaking with a lot of energy, he suddenly went silent for a while. That's because of azan prayers that are in the background. And we'll shortly dip into what Rahul Gandhi has to say. But this is very interesting what you're looking at. It's the same location, Tumkuru, in Karnataka. 8 assembly constituency segments. Rahul Gandhi is where Home Minister Amit Shah is. Of course, slightly different with regard to distance. That itinerary would have been planned. One is a road show, one is a Jan Sabha or a public rally. But both netas at the same time. Let's dip into Amit Shah meanwhile.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಇಂತಿಂತದ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಜನಗಳ ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಳಿ.
आप कर्नाटक की जनता को यह भी समझाइए कि जब कर्नाटक को टैक्स का पैसा मिलना चाहिए और कर्नाटक को जो कर्नाटक का हक था वो पैसा नहीं मिला तो आपने क्या किया.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಜನ ಕಟ್ಟಿದಂತ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರ ಹಕ್ಕೇನಿತ್ತು, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯಾಯವಾಗಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಈ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ.
और आप ये भी बताइए जब कर्नाटक में बाढ़ आई, जबरदस्त नुकसान हुआ, तो आपने क्या मदद की.
One of the few times when two senior netas of parties are in the same assembly constituency, different segments possibly, but in Tumkuru. Rahul Gandhi also in Tumkuru, and so is Home Minister Amit Shah. This is the road show of Home Minister. Just look at the number of people in that road show right now. And amid all of them is also my colleague Shibimol KG, right in the center, tracking the mood on the ground. Shibimol, over to you. Lot of drums, lot of playing and dance there to welcome Home Minister Amit Shah in Karnataka.
Well, absolutely. In fact, like I was mentioning, a lot of people have gathered here cheering for Home Minister Amit Shah, as well as you can see along with Amit Shah is the BJP candidate from the Gali constituency, Dilip Kumar, who will be contesting for the BJP from this particular constituency. In fact, there's a lot of people, especially on the sides, the normal public, apart from the supporters, the public gathering on all the sides of the road to see Home Minister Amit Shah. Very important day because both Amit Shah as well as Rahul Gandhi are in Tumkuru district addressing their party workers. Now we heard Rahul Gandhi sticking to that strategy picked up by the Congress for the elections, that is vocal for the local. We heard him raise this issue of the 40% commission Sarkara, which has been their most vote line, and in fact that's been what the Congress has been dependent on. They have used the vocal for the local strategy with the vocal for the we never heard Rahul Gandhi or anybody talking about his disqualification or anything. It was always the issues in Karnataka that the Congress was raising, and here BJP releasing its manifesto with some interesting announcements for the public, for the people here, and of course the star campaigners coming down to the state campaigning for the candidates. We're just 10 days, exactly 10 days away from the polls, and both the parties and the JDS not leaving any stone unturned as they reach their last minute of preparations.
All right, Shibimol, right there in front of Amit Shah's vehicle. That's the closest that our cameras have been able to get to him. Remember, this is very important. This is about understanding whether this is show of strength right now, whether all of this will actually successfully turn into votes as well. But BJP managed to be in the government and had a good margin when this time it won. But it also realizes that 5 years later, it cannot solely depend on its previous victory. It needs to be all guns blazing and all out right now to ensure that it will have its biggest leaders. This is, remember, the energy, the cheer for Home Minister Amit Shah on the ground. Shibimol right there in the midst of what the supporters and the loud sloganeering that's currently happening. Shibimol, I see a very strict security cordon also around it, so is considering it as Home Minister Amit Shah. How is the security? Do tell us, how are they managing it with so many people around them? You are right in front of the vehicle of the Home Minister.
ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ मेरे साथ बोलिए भारत माता की.
Right, I'll try and go back to Shibimol in just a while. Remember, it's not an easy assignment to be in because at this time there's a lot of commotion, there's a lot of energy also on the ground. Home Minister Amit Shah is speaking. Let's dip in.
मेरे साथ उपस्थित हमारे लोकप्रिय एमपी श्रीमान बसवराज जी, जिनको एमएलए बनाने के लिए मैं यहाँ आया हूँ, हमारे भाई दिलीप कुमार जी, और किसी को बोलो भारत माता की, भारत माता की।
सभी को मेरा प्रणाम नमस्कार। सबसे पहले मैं ताई भुवनेश्वरी जी, चनौ बसेश्वर जी, चिदम्बरम जी, शीत गंगा मठ, श्री शीत लिंगेश्वर और आदि चुनचुनगिरी मठ को प्रणाम कर मेरी बात माताओं भाइयों बहनों, 10 तारीख को दिलीप को आपको जिताकर एमएलए बनाना है। कमल के निशान पर बटन दबाना है। आपको मैं बताने आया हूं, अगर आप दिलीप को जिताते हो तो मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में डबल इंजन हमारे येदुरप्पा जी और बसवराज मुंबई ने कर्नाटक के लिए ढेर सारा काम किया है। हमने 4% मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन, 4% मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन खत्म कर वोकलिगा, लिंगायत, एससी और एससी का रिजर्वेशन बढ़ाया है। अगर कांग्रेस पार्टी आई तो ये सारा रिजर्वेशन लेकर फिर से मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन लाएगी। मुझे बताओ, आप 4% मुस्लिम रिजर्वेशन चाहते हो क्या? जरा जोर से बोलो, चाहते हो क्या? मित्रों, सुपारी के लिए मिनिमम इंपोर्ट प्राइस भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने तय किया। इसके कारण हमने 25% अधिक किसानों को फायदा मिला है और सुपारी की स्मगलिंग जो हो रही थी इसकी कड़ाई से रोककर सुपारी के किसानों का फायदा करने का काम ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने किया है। शिवमोगा के अंदर तीर्थहल्ली में कृषि और बागवानी अनुसंधान केंद्र सुपारी के लिए बनाने का फैसला भारत सरकार ने, कर्नाटक सरकार ने किया है। आने वाले समय में मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में यहाँ डबल इंजन सरकार बननी चाहिए। अगर यहाँ पर डबल इंजन सरकार बनाते हो तो 2024 में मोदी जी फिर से देश के प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे। मुझे बता, कमल के निशान पर बटन दबाओगे क्या? जोर से बोलो, दबाओगे? दिलीप को एमएलए बनाओगे? डबल इंजन सरकार बनाओगे? मोदी जी को फिर से प्रधानमंत्री बनाओगे? तो मेरे साथ बोलिए, भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की, वंदे वंदे वंदे। बहुत धन्यवाद।
Unlike you heard, the highlight, as India Today has also been telling you about, the focus now for the BJP is that 4% OBC quota for the Muslims that have been purged by the BJP government, becoming a huge political showdown. The Congress party said, we will revive it when we come to government. Yediyurappa said, how will the Congress party implement it? It will not even win the elections. How will it possibly bring back the quota? The BJP says, do you want this quota back? To the crowd, and the crowd cheers saying no. So clearly the Bharatiya Janata Party knows that on the ground, at some level, this quota reservation issue had been a huge flashpoint, and therefore in the short address that Home Minister Amit Shah made, he made it very clear that our government removed it and people do not want it back. That's clearly, as of now, the constituents, the support base of the BJP. How is it reflected at a larger level across Karnataka? We will know on 10th of May. When Karnataka decides to vote, and 13th May when the results are announced. But like you heard, this is going to be the big highlight. Bharatiya Janata Party clearly very defined with the quota purge, the 4% OBC quota for the Muslims, to which the Congress has said that this is absolutely against the Muslim community, while the Home Minister and the BJP is saying that reservation-based, that religion-based reservation is absolutely unconstitutional, and we will rather increase it for the Vokaligas and the Lingayats. Right, so that's the big news coming in. Home Minister Amit Shah making it very clear what the highlight for the government of the state and the centre is in Karnataka. 10 days to go for elections. Comments are getting only more scathing and sharper for the BJP. And they are attacking the Congress party as well, or the erstwhile Congress government in the state of Karnataka, saying they believed in appeasement politics of specific communities. The Congress party, remember, is also highlighting the same issue, and Rahul Gandhi, for example, who's also in Tumkuru, where Home Minister Amit Shah is just in a short distance from each other. The Congress party is also addressing a rally, and Rahul Gandhi made the corruption charge against the BJP. There have also been very interesting posters that have come out. Pay CM, Cry PM. Posters inspired from the Paytm site where there are monetary transactions. So there are, of course, a lot of jibes that are taking place right now. This roadshow about to conclude of Home Minister Amit Shah. Shibimol KG in Tumkur, right there in the center of this roadshow. Go ahead, Shibimol.
In fact, we heard mentioned about the reservation factor. He said that Yediyurappa as well as Basavaraj Bommai had done a lot of good.
Basavaraj Bommai had done a lot of good for the people of Karnataka. The 4% reservation of Muslims was removed, and it was divided between Vokaligas and Lingayats. So that's what Amit Shah has said, and in fact, so if the Congress comes back to power, if the Congress comes back to power, the 4% reservation will be given back to the Muslims, is what Amit Shah said. He, in fact, went on to say that if a government is formed here in Karnataka, then of course in 2024, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will come back to power at the centre also. So if you want Prime Minister at the centre, please vote for the BJP. Make sure that the BJP candidate from this constituency win, is what Home Minister Amit Shah has said. But of course the workers were very energized and very hyped up with that, with his words. And right now the roadshow at this particular area has ended. He'll have 2 to 3 more roadshows and programs as part of the campaign today, which will end in the evening at Shivmoga.
All right, so that is Shibimol giving us a live update coming in from the roadshow of Home Minister Amit Shah. Hundreds of supporters, flags of the BJP, posters of Home Minister Amit Shah. This is the Tumkur constituency. I'm leaving you with these visuals. The roadshow has come to an end. We'll track what the Congress is up to, what the JDS is. Remember, Tumkur there is a reason that both BJP and Congress senior leaders are there. It's a high-stake constituency. It's also where JDS has won its MLAs from. And therefore, last leg of campaigning with heightened election activity in Tumkur. Leaving you with these visuals, heading into a very short break. Stay tuned. Lots more on the other side.
Air quality today. In Delhi, 112. In Mumbai, 59. In Kolkata, 86. In Bangalore, 65. In Chennai, 54. In Hyderabad, 58.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.
In Dawn-turned Neta Atiq Ahmed's killing and his whole criminal empire, we have some more details coming in. There was an iPhone plot to kill Umesh Pal. India Today has accessed some of the FaceTime calls with the shooters. Atiq gave code names to the killers and gave a code name to his son Asad as well. Atiq had managed to pull the strings, remember, all this while when he was at Sabarmati prison where he was lodged, and yet he was able to supervise and mastermind the killing of Umesh Pal. Multiple iPhones used to brief Atiq Ahmed after Umesh Pal's murder as well. This, remember, was a change of phone to inform Atiq Ahmed that the mission was successful. They had managed to kill Umesh Pal, but Atiq Ahmed was in prison and there was a way to communicate, and there were multiple iPhones that were used to brief him. He was a prisoner. He was not supposed to have access to mobile phones. It also looks like a clear breach. But also remember, while behind prison, he was successfully running his empire of crime and killings with his close aide, even his son, right outside, managing it all. Umesh Pal, remember, was killed by 5 to 6 gunmen on 24th February, right outside his house when he had got down. And it is one Guddu Muslim who continues to be missing, who had thrown the bomb to turn the area into smoke. But with that tragic killing, surfaced how Atiq Ahmed, despite being in Sabarmati jail then, was managing to successfully supervise the murder. Atiq Ahmed himself was killed with his brother Ashraf when the 3 young men, the shooters, trained at their crime, managed to kill them when they were being taken for a medical examination. But now with some of the details that are coming in from FaceTime calls, from messages, there were code names given. This was a foolproof plan. They did not expect to be caught. They did not expect there could be CCTV footage around which will clearly grasp their faces. And it is in that son Asad also was very clearly seen. And these are details that India Today has accessed about those FaceTime calls. Who was it made to? What was said? And importantly, how there were secret names that were given so that the details do not surface out. He was in communication with these killers when he was in Sabarmati prison as well. It was, remember, for the first time he was brought to Prayagraj, it was a full-on security convoy, so it was the second time as well. There were questions raised of why, when he was taken for a medical examination at this time, that there was such less security. The court has also asked about why was he paraded like this at a time when he was clearly a high-profile prisoner. So there are, of course, those questions that are being raised, but many have referred to his own killing and crime empire, where he used to extort money, threaten people, grab the lands of poor farmers as well. And that, remember, many are also reminiscing about the crime mafia days that he was leading in Uttar Pradesh. Now the bigger question is, where is Shaista Parveen, the widow of Dawn-turned Neta Atiq Ahmed? She's on the run and constantly there are search teams of Uttar Pradesh police that has been after her. She is, many call her, the brain behind being able to not only right now dodge the Uttar Pradesh police, but also supervising a lot of crime and murder that were being organized. There is, remember, one Lady Dawn Mundi Passi. That's what the police is searching for also. The information coming in that it could be her giving minute-to-minute update to Shaista Parveen, possibly could be sheltering her as well. Police have now intensified hunt to nab this Lady Dawn Passi as well. She has several criminal cases filed against her. She's currently out on bail. UP cops are looking for this dreaded gangster. Apart from these two women, his name is Guddu Muslim, remember? One of the shooters and one of those who had thrown the bomb also to turn the area into smoke. Cops say that he was even traced in Chhattisgarh. So this is a new layer, a new revelation that has come. It's not just about Shaista Parveen. She's clearly being sheltered by someone that the police, despite search teams across Uttar Pradesh, are unable to find her. According to our sources in the police and agencies, that she's on the run because there is a help coming in from one Lady Dawn, a woman Dawn, Mundi Passi. We'll try and get some details about her from our reporters on the ground as well. But this is shocking. This, remember, is despite there's a bounty on Shaista Parveen, it's only being increasing also by the police, and yet there is no information.
क्या नाम है आपका माता जी?
नसीन बनो।
तो आप गुड्डू मुस्लिम की बहन हैं, क्या नाम था बचपन में उसका? गुड्डू मुस्लिम ही नाम था, किसी और नाम से पुकारते?
नाम था मुस्लिम
नाम था उसका?
मुस्लिम था।
तो आपके साथ कब तक रहा और कब से यहाँ से चला गया?
13 साल की उम्र से चला गया।
क्यों चला गया यहाँ से?
मम्मी पापा डांटते थे, तब वीडियो का जमाना था, वीडियो देखता था, और रात नहीं आता था, इस वजह से।
संगति ठीक नहीं थी, मतलब इसके कारण निकाल दिया आपके घर वालों ने?
जी, जो आता नहीं था, इस वजह से।
तो उसके बाद कभी बात करने की कोशिश करी या कभी आया आपसे मिला?
कभी नहीं मिले।
बचपन में किस तरीके का उसका स्वभाव था? आप तो बचपन में साथ रही।
तो सीधा साधा था, काम पे जाता था। जब वीडियो देखने लगा तभी वो नागा करने लगा, नहीं आने लगा, इसी वजह से।
क्या काम करता था, किस काम पे जाता?
मोटरसाइकिल के कटरा में।
तो काम क्यों छोड़ दिया उसने?
यही वीडियो देखने के चक्कर में मारपीट, घर में मार खाता था, नहीं आता था, इसी वजह से।
So let's go immediately across to Arvind Oja, who's been tracking all the latest on that. Arvind, ये काफी इंटरेस्टिंग एंगल आया। तो गुड्डू मुस्लिम नहीं मिल रहा है, शाइस्ता परवीन भी रन पे है, बट शाइस्ता परवीन is on the run because there's a woman Dawn Mundi Passi, and then there are these iPhone conversations that have come in. Let's talk about the phone conversations first. ये जो FaceTime कॉल है, कोड नेम दे दिए थे इसने, ये सब प्रिजन में था। ये तो काफी सवाल उठते हैं अरविंद, ना कि सिर्फ वो कैसे किलिंग को मास्टरमाइंड कर रहा था, पर ये तो सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच भी है।
नहीं, देखिए, लगातार कई दिनों से देखिए उमेश पाल मर्डर केस को लेकर अलग अलग तरीके से खबरें आ, लेकिन फर्स्ट टाइम इंडिया टुडे एविडेंस के साथ अपने व्यूवर्स के सामने आया है। ये देखिए, ये 24 फरवरी की ये डेट है, 2 मिस कॉल पड़ी हुई है, 6:31 6 बजे, और कोड नेम देखिए, बड़े 006। ये कोड नेम जो है वो फेस टाइम का कोड नेम है, और ये कोड नेम किसका है? अतीक अहमद का, यानी बड़े 006। आईफोन का इस्तेमाल कर रहा था अतीक अहमद साबरमती जेल गुजरात में, और वहां से 24 फरवरी जिस दिन उमेश पाल का मर्डर हुआ, वो प्रयागराज में नियाज नाम का एक शख्स जो रेकी कर रहा था उमेश पाल की, उसको कॉल करता है और तस्दीक करता है कि क्या उमेश पाल हमले में, अटैक में मर गया या नहीं मर गया। उसके बाद अतीक अहमद को श्योर किया जाता है कि उमेश पाल की मौत हो चुकी है। तो आईफोन का एक नहीं बल्कि 3 आईफोन का इस्तेमाल कर रहा था, और पूरा स्क्रीनशॉट, पूरा एविडेंस इंडिया टुडे के पास है। अशरफ का जो कोड नेम था वो था छोटे 007। अशरफ की भी कॉल डिटेल्स, पूरा कॉल का जो स्क्रीनशॉट है वो इंडिया टुडे के पास है, जिसमें वो प्रयागराज में कॉल करता है और वो भी पूछता है कि क्या उमेश पाल मर गया या नहीं मर गया। उसके अलावा जितने भी शूटर्स थे सबका अलग अलग कोड नेम दिया गया था, जिसमें जो असद था उसका जो कोड नेम था वो था अंश यादव। अंश यादव के नाम से वो बातचीत कर रहा था, यानी जितने भी शूटर्स थे, चाहे अतीक, उसका भाई अशरफ, अतीक का बेटा असद, जेल में जो बंद था अली, जो फिलहाल जेल में बंद है, उसका भी कोड नेम था पतले। तो इस तरह के कई कोड नेम और सभी का जो एविडेंस, जो स्क्रीनशॉट, जो कॉल लॉग है, वो इंडिया टुडे के
तो
पास
हम क्या ये कह सकते हैं अरविंद दैट इवन दो ही वाज बिहाइंड प्रिजन, मेनी वुड से दैट हाउ कुड ही हैव मैनेज्ड इट ऑल, लेकिन पूरा क्रिमिनल क्राइम एम्पायर, किलिंग एम्पायर चल रहा था और इनका बेटा असद ही था जो ये एम्पायर पूरा चला रहा था।
नहीं, बिल्कुल चला रहा था। और देखिए हम दूसरा स्क्रीनशॉट भी दिखाते हैं आपको। ये देखिए कोड नेम छोटे 007, ये जो है वो अशरफ का कोड नेम था। तो ये क्लियर कट है और ये बहुत बड़ा सवाल भी है, न सिर्फ गुजरात की साबरमती जेल के जितने भी लोग हैं उनके ऊपर, जो बरेली जेल है स्टाफ उनके ऊपर, कि कैसे जो क्राइम सिंडिकेट है वो भले ही अतीक जेल में बंद था लेकिन उसका क्राइम सिंडिकेट जेल के अंदर से भी चल रहा था। ये क्लियर कट है कि जेल से ही उसने अपने बेटे से मिलकर उमेश पाल का मर्डर कराया और न जाने कितने क्राइम जेल के अंदर से वो करा रहा था, और सब कुछ एक फुल प्रूफ प्लानिंग के तहत, ताकि उनको डिटेक्ट न किया जा सके। अगर उनका जो फोन है, फोन सर्विलांस पर हो, तो वो डिटेक्ट न किया जा सके। फेस टाइम का वो इस्तेमाल कर रहे थे अतीक और अशरफ, और वो लगातार जो शूटर है, जो बेटे हैं, उनसे बातचीत कर रहे थे। अटैक के पहले भी कॉल किया गया था जेल से, अटैक के बाद भी, ये जानने के लिए क्या वाकई उमेश पाल की मौत हो चुकी है या नहीं हो चुकी है। और शूटर जब तस्दीक करते हैं अतीक को कि उमेश पाल मारा गया, उसके बाद ही अतीक रिलैक्स करता है। लेकिन ये स्क्रीनशॉट जो इंडिया टुडे ने एक्सेस किया है, कॉल लॉग जो इंडिया टुडे ने एक्सेस किया है, ये एस्टेब्लिश करता है कि जेल में भी रहकर अतीक जैसे माफिया किस तरीके से अपना क्राइम सिंडिकेट चलाते हैं।
अरविंद, इससे हमें वो भी कनेक्ट करना है जो फुल प्रूफ प्लान असद ने बनाया था कि वो वहां पे मारेगा उमेश पाल को, और वहां पे एक एटीएम कार्ड किसी और को दे रखा था लखनऊ में कि वो विड्रॉ करेंगे पैसा, और वो ऐसा लगेगा कि वो तो असद ने किया, वो तो था ही नहीं लोकेशन में, लेकिन वो सीसीटीवी पे जब उसकी फुटेज आई उसी से कहीं ना कहीं कैच हो गया। तो काफी फुल प्रूफ प्लान पूरे परिवार ने, जो एक एम्पायर चला रहे थे, बना के रखा था उमेश पाल मर्डर केस में।
जी बिल्कुल, फुल प्रूफ प्लानिंग। अब हम दूसरा स्क्रीनशॉट भी आपको दिखाते हैं पूजा। ये देखिए अंश यादव 00, ये जो कोड नेम था वो था असद। असद कौन? जिसका इनकाउंटर हो चुका है झांसी में। ये कोड नेम अंश यादव का था। तो पूरी जो फैमिली है, पूरी, चाहे शाइस्ता जो अतीक की वाइफ है अभी एब्सकॉन्डिंग है, और लगातार इस तरह की कहानियां चल रही थी, बिलीव कोई नहीं कर रहा था। लेकिन ये कोड नेम, ये स्क्रीनशॉट ये बताते हैं कि किस तरीके से पूरी फैमिली को इन्वॉल्व किया अतीक अहमद ने। वो हर हाल में उमेश पाल का मर्डर करना चाहता था, क्योंकि उसे मालूम था कि जो किडनैपिंग का केस था उस मामले में उसको पहली बार सजा हो सकती है, उम्र कैद की सजा हो सकती है, जो हुई भी, और इसी से वो डर रहा था। इस वजह से उसने फुल प्रूफ प्लानिंग की, सभी को कोड नेम दिया, अपने बेटे को कोड नेम दिया, अंश यादव जो असद था उसको, अली जो जेल में बंद था वो भी इसमें इन्वॉल्व था, उसको पतले का, ठाकुर जो कोड नेम था वो गुड्डू मुस्लिम का था, खुद अपना कोड नेम बड़े का दिया था, और छोटे भाई अशरफ को कोड नेम छोटे का दिया था।
This also shows, of course, this was not the first time that they must have got someone killed. They clearly knew that the police agencies are going to come after them. They had a full-proof plan, but this is just a part of the investigation. Where is Shaista Parveen, Guddu Muslim? Now another woman, Dawn, is being discussed about, and that clearly shows the kind of empire, literally, I mean, empire, it could be a soft word, literally a cloud that they were running, a cartel of crime and killings. Arvind Oja with the latest. Arvind, thank you very much for now. Wrestlers have been sitting at the protest at Jantar Mantar. It's also starting to take political color because a lot of opposition netas have now lent support to these wrestlers who've been sitting there for 9 days now. Former Haryana Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda has landed up. Congress Neta Harish Rawat, Navjot Singh Sidhu was the recent one, the latest to have joined the protesting wrestlers at the Jantar Mantar and extending support to them. All of the anger, remember, is targeted at the government at the centre because the individual, Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, the WFI chief, is a member of parliament from the Bharatiya Janata Party. On Sunday, wrestlers urged Prime Minister Modi to listen to their Mann Ki Baat as well, demanding an investigation against the chief over allegations of harassment, which is mental, physical and sexual in nature. The WFI chief, however, is defiant. He has said 90% of athletes and guardians of Haryana specifically trust the federation and trust him. So politics has ensued as well. Opposition netas are accusing BJP of shielding Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh with political means. But yesterday, after a lot of fight by the wrestlers, 2 FIRs were registered against the BJP leader in connection with allegations made against him by women wrestlers. Remember, some allegations are very serious, that there were minor age wrestlers who were harassed by Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Let's go across directly on the ground in Jantar Mantar to help us understand what the mood is like. Joining me, Shreya Chatterjee. Shreya, you closely track the Delhi police as well. Finally, FIR has been charged at with serious allegations coming in from the wrestlers. Where does the probe stand? And what is the ground mood like? Who all are coming to Jantar Mantar?
Well, you know, right now as we talk, Pooja, Navjot Singh Sidhu is present there with the wrestlers, and in all likelihood in the 3 p.m. press conference that the wrestlers will be holding, he'll also be making a statement. Now we saw Harish Rawat also come here in the morning. We saw likes of Robert Vadra, Priyanka Gandhi. So they're getting a lot of political support from all the opposition parties, be it the Congress, be it the left parties, be it TMC. Now if you talk about the investigation particularly, Pooja, what we right now see happening is Delhi police piecing together the complaints that's been filed, because 7 wrestlers have given their statements to the police. What is now required is a magistrate statement that's to be recorded, which is the 164 statement that will be recorded. Followed by that, Delhi police will obviously carry on the investigation. But the question that the wrestlers are raising is that despite 72 hours of the FIR being registered, they do not see a concrete action against Brij Bhushan, and that's precisely why they do not want to leave the protest site. They want to carry out the protest. But if we talk about what Delhi police is doing, as per our sources, the investigation is on. They've already provided security to the 7 women wrestlers in concern. But one by one...
A quick question. Looking at you, I realize that it's been raining heavily in the national capital. Has that had any impact on the protesters sitting at Jantar Mantar or the support base they are getting from the netas? Quickly.
Well, no, Pooja, well, no. I'll ask my cameraman to just show you the visuals over there. You can see that despite the rain, the protest is very much on. They have obviously taken shelter near the tarpaulin, but that hasn't really, boycotted their mood. They are still here protesting despite the heavy rainfall that's right now here in the Delhi NCR region.
Very interesting. Shreya Chatterjee with the latest coming in from Jantar Mantar. Shreya, keep tracking all the recent and the support that's coming in. Thank you very much for now. Serious allegations demands an impartial investigation as well. I'm heading into a very short break. Stay tuned, because when I return, I tell you about what the BJP's election manifesto is. Interestingly, it mentions NRC, deportation of illegal immigrants, promises mega Vikas push also with the new EV city near Bengaluru, and to give some free amenities as well. We get you what the Uniform Civil Code mention has been found in Karnataka. It's as much for assembly elections as is for Lok Sabha. That and more after a very short break.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 25 and minimum 20 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 25 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 32 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 21 degrees. Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 25 and minimum 20 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 25 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 32 and minimum 26 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 21 degrees.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.
Good afternoon and welcome. You're watching The Lunch Break. I'm Pooja Shali. Let's begin first with the headlines. Bharatiya Janata Party pledges for uniform civil code in Karnataka Manifesto, vows NRC and deportation of illegal immigrants, promises mega Vikas push with new EV city near Bengaluru to give free food, LPG and milk to poor.
We will be providing 3 free cooking gas cylinders to all BPL families annually, 1 each during the months of Ugadi, during Ganesh Chaturthi and Deepavali.
Abuse politics rages on in the state of war Karnataka after Kharge Senior's poisonous snake remark. Son Priyank calls Prime Minister Modi a nalayak. BJP hits back, says Gandhi Vadra family is nalayak. Religious conversion face-off erupts in Tamil Nadu. Stalin government calls anti-conversion plea motivated. Stalin sees red after stop conversion plea, says act of missionaries is legal. And wrestlers get more political support. Congress leader Navjot Singh Sidhu joins the wrestlers at Jantar Mantar for the protest against the federation chief. Questions the delay in filing the FIR against Brijbhushan Sharan Singh. As cops hunt Guddu Muslim, Mafia Begum Shaista Parveen being shielded allegedly by a woman Dawn. FaceTime chats revealed that Atiq Ahmed also did calls with a group of shooters after Umesh murder and gave out code names. We have big news coming in. It could be a big boost for the Hindu side in Mathura Mandir Rao. Allahabad High Court paves the way for fresh hearing. The High Court has directed to decide the civil suit filed in Mathura. Mathura district judge was instructed to conduct a civil suit after listening to both the parties. Civil suit is filed regarding the land dispute of Eidgah, registered in the name of Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Katra Keshav Dev. The court disposed of the petition filed against the interim order and revision order while mentioning it. All right, so that's the big news coming in. Allahabad High Court has paved the way for a fresh hearing. The plea in Allahabad High Court by deity Krishna Virajman plea about scrapping 1973 temple mosque land deal, the transfer of 13.37 acre land to Lord Krishna. The plea was about Lord Krishna wasn't a party to 1973 deal. Sunni Central Waqf Board has opposed this plea. Muslim side is questioning plea's maintainability. Right, so that's the big news coming in at this moment. We'll try and get you more details about what exactly has been mentioned in the court, but this is significant. Remember, for the longest time, this case has been going on, and there were both the sides, the Hindu and the Muslim side, that were being heard by the Allahabad High Court. We are being now told that the Allahabad High Court has paved the way for a fresh hearing. So there was a plea in the Allahabad High Court with regard to the maintainability of the plea as it stands, but the Muslim side is questioning the maintainability of the plea. The Sunni Central Waqf Board has opposed the plea as well. So basically, as it appears that the Allahabad High Court has for now dismissed the petition, and this was from the Waqf Board, and it has been returned for now. We'll try and get more details about what exactly was heard in the court. Remember, we cannot speculate what the court's final decision will be, but it's basically about the transfer. The plea was about transfer of 13.37 acre land to Lord Krishna in all of it, and to scrap the 1973 Temple Mosque land deal.
Co-presented by Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist. Powered by Jaguar. Discover the magic of smart lights.
So finally, the Bharatiya Janata Party released its election manifesto. They've titled it Praja Dhwani, which means the voice of common people. With just about 9 days left for assembly elections, BJP Chief JP Nadda launched this manifesto along Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai and former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, who's also a senior leader and a face for the party. Now, 16 main election promises were made. What were those promises? Let me take you through one by one. 5 kilogram rice and 1 liter Nandini milk daily. 3 free cooking gas cylinders annually for all BPL households. So 3 free cooking gas cylinders, mainly on festivals, for example, and for example, Ugadi and on Ganesh Chaturthi, they will be given annually to the BPL household. Also plans to provide 10 lakh housing sites to the homeless across the state. The Bharatiya Janata Party plans to designate Bengaluru as the state capital region to develop the city for the next generation as well and expand it beyond specifically the city itself. It plans to make Karnataka into a premier hub of electric vehicles. The Bharatiya Janata Party also plans to implement the Uniform Civil Code and NRC in the state. This is very interesting. Remember, this is assembly elections, but both NRC and Uniform Civil Code, of course, have been a discussion across the country. Now, the Bharatiya Janata Party plans to allocate about 1,500 crore rupees to boost tourism circuit within Karnataka. The Congress party, after this election manifesto was released, slammed the BJP manifesto, saying it has not fulfilled 90% of the previous promises it had made during elections and it came to government, and it's making new promises yet again this time.
One thing more I would like to say here is about the 6 years of the Indian National Congress misrule, where the good work done by Bharatiya Janata Party was a great setback because of the reverse gear government of Siddaramaiah, which ruled the state. We should also remember that during Siddaramaiah's regime, it was the looting of the natural resources, it was letting the criminal and antisocial elements run amok and appeasing a certain section of the society only to consolidate their vote bank and playing the politics of vote bank.
The manifesto that you put out has a number of freebies, or what your critics will describe as freebies. For example, you're giving 3 free gas cylinders, you're promising free rice, you're promising free milk, you're promising free bus travel. Is this not freebie culture which you've attacked of the Congress party?
Lot of difference.
What's the difference?
See, what, for example, half liter of milk, it is the part of the nutritious food to be given on Poshan Abhiyan, where there is a huge malnutrition in the society. We want a healthy society, especially in vulnerable class, especially in BPL class. We want to, see, earlier in government of Karnataka, we are giving them eggs. So is it a freebie? So giving nutritious food to the poor people, I don't think it's a freebie. It is a necessity.
To understand from you, Mr. Yediyurappa, this election, you are not the Chief Minister face. But are you fully committed to fighting for the BJP to win this election? Because there's a belief that the Lingayat vote has got split in this election.
101%. I told our Lingayat community, myself voluntarily resigned and given an opportunity to the Basuraj Bommaiji. And question of Lingayat community not happy that the question does not arise. And wherever I go, I address the Lingayat community people. Why I resigned? Because to give opportunity to
so you have not been sidelined?
Not at all, not at all.
You are fully involved in the election campaign?
You know very well, from last 2 months, day and night, I am touring in the state. And the next, up to election also, I will go around and I will see that we will get minimum 130 to 140 and we are going to form the government.
Sir, BJP has released a manifesto today, sir. How do you see this?
I think it is, they have completely failed. There is no strength in it. They said that they will ban freebie. Why 3 gas cylinders per year? We have given 2,000 rupees every month to see that their gas and all the price rise problem will be sorted out.
But Prime Minister Amit Shah, JP Nadda, everybody criticized Congress saying that it is a revdi culture of giving freebies. But they themselves have announced freebies and they claim that it is empowering, not a freebie.
We have given strength to every common man. If they do, they are saints. If we do, they look at it as a dictator. I think BJP in its manifesto and its promise in its administration has completely failed.
Let's bring in Sagai Raj, my colleague in Bengaluru, for all the latest. Sagai, it's a very interesting manifesto because it's as much about assembly elections, but what caught my eyes was the uniform